Quiet music. That's a great song, by the way. Final Fantasy VIII. Probably the first love story I ever really had any emotion for growing up. But, yeah. Here we are, ready for Meridian Fall Campaign 1. The 1 side of it. There's a 1 and a 2 side, or like an A and a B, or a 1 and an A. They're equally awesome, but one of them just started chronologically first, so it got the first index number. If you're a programmer, you'd actually be mad because it should have started at 0, but we're going to go with 1 for the general population, and then 2. When is the Monster Bash 2 finals going to be? Yeah, I know. I'm not entirely sure. I might actually just put it off until Thursday. I think after today's stream, I'll post accepting applicants for Monster Bash 3. And then on Thursday, I think what I'll just do is I will do the end of Monster Bash 2 and then cut into Monster Bash 3. I know it's a little weird, and I didn't really want to do it that way because then it's harder for me to try to invite new people. Whenever I do a new Monster Bash, I like to post places and say, hey, more people should show up. But I can't really do it if it's split like that. So I think that's just what we're going to do for this one, and then I will figure out a better way to schedule it so that it ends, you know, on a Thursday and I can start fresh the following Thursday. I thought I would get time this weekend to possibly do a quick hour, but it just didn't happen. And I have to be, you know, reasonable with myself. I don't think it's going to happen any following weekends. So, although when the holidays come up, when Christmas, you guys might be like, oh, it's Christmas time. He'll probably stream less. Actually, I have a whole bunch of time booked off that month, so I might actually ramp up content for the holidays, which will be great for anybody else who's not working or has to stay indoors if quarantine gets even worse. I'll be able to keep producing sweet D&D content for everybody, hopefully. Maybe even adding in, I don't know. We'll see what we do. I've got the 2 campaign streams. We've got the Monster Bash stream. I'm going to be starting up a module, the Icewind Dale, but it won't be streamed. It'll just be me playing with fellow Discordians. I don't know if that's what they're called, but it makes me think of Weird Al Yankovic when I say Discordians, so we're going to go with that. And lastly, I'm slowly working on my own adventure module that I'm hoping to at some point just release to everybody in Discord and the fans just for free, and then they can look at it and be like, this is shit, or this is kind of cool, or whatever, or I would have paid $1.50 for this, thanks Tuber. Who knows, but I'm hoping for some sweet, you know, additional content. Plus I got this cool Tuber Tugger shirt. Yeah, it's the black on black with the hat here was a bit of a mistake. I should have outlined the hat in, like, I don't know, orange or something. Wear an extra tie! I thought maybe because I was wearing the silver one, you guys would make me not wear, like you'd have me switch ties. I know, I will. I'll get to you guys in a second. Discord, I'm just getting all my announcements out. I know you guys are just like, oh, sick! Gifted sub. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the sub, and I'm sure Ballin is just being a hippo about it. He's just like, I am the hippest hippo that ever ballined. You'd pay $7 for that? Well, that's the thing. The other cool thing, if anyone's watching this, I doubt it, but if anyone's watching this that isn't already part of the Discord, it's nice to just jump in and be part of the community because everything on D&D Beyond, all the content gets shared. So if you're somebody who's like, I don't want to spend $30 on Tashes, well, then join on in and be cool, and we'll invite you to like a dummy account or a dummy campaign, even if you just want the content, and then we'll worry about getting you something else down the road. And so, you know, that's something that some people would be like, hey, instead of buying, like, if you go to D&D Beyond, it's like hundreds and hundreds of dollars for all the D&D content, and you can get it for essentially free, or you could subscribe to Twitch if you felt you were awesome or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, all that aside, it looks like all my buddies are here and they're ready to play and they're really excited because some really fun stuff is going to be happening and they're messaging me in Discord. They're like, let us in! What are you doing? But I just wanted to get all my announcements out before I invited all them in. So I'm going to unmute them and there'll probably be a flood of people talking and I'll have to break it up and hopefully they'll just pause and let me introduce them. Oh, I don't hear them. Okay, there seems to be a slight...
What? We're not talking.
Oh, you guys weren't talking. You guys were being polite. Oh, you guys are so... You guys are awesome.
Boo. Mr. DM, sir?
Oh, what's that?
He said, what else would we be, Mr. DM, sir?
Yeah, respectful. Yeah. You're gonna kiss the hag, aren't you?
Oh, what else? Yes.
Well, it looks like everybody's here. We were missing one person last week, but he has returned for this quite epic... oh, you want to take 3d6 damage? I can do that for you. I happen to have 3d6s, so it's really easy. You only take 8 points. Lucky for you. That trap was... You are deft at escaping that trap and not taking a ton of damage. You know what I should make it instead of damage? I should say you get... I should heal you instead. Wouldn't that be better? You'd be like, oh, I could use a heal. I need a heal, DM, instead of like, please damage me. Like, that's kind of weird. I'll probably change that after today now that I've stopped to think about it. Anyways, let's get into what's happening in Caldania and the campaign because a lot happened. They actually did a 2-day time jump, and I'm going to have to... It's going to be tough because you guys are going to have so many choices. I had to really create a lot of, like, potential, you know, content so that you guys can bump into it the ways that are appropriate. But I will start introducing you guys, if you don't mind. We will start with Blanford.
Come on.
Hi, this is Falsar. I'm playing Blanford, sometimes Zazumus, who are okay, we're the same character. It's,
we also have returning Fjorn.
Hey, this is Mark. I play Fjorn Ledbrock, a barbarian. I was absent last week.
But you're here, and we'll get you up to speed real quick. We also got May Galenadel.
Hey, I'm an elf girl that is a wizard, and I run around and with these knucklehead adventurers.
You're also playing Rim, which I think, since he leveled up to 3 last time, will possibly come into play here. We'll see, because the party's actually kind of split up. I'm hoping to bring people together, but there might be situations where they're left alone. We'll see what happens. And lastly, we have Oris.
Hello, Stop Shocking here. And I play Oris the Monk. He is currently traveling back and forth between the fortress where 2 of our party members are trying to tame owlbears, and the town where Fjorn is training with May and other...
With Rim.
I guess. Elves. Sorry, Rim, yes.
Yeah, so there's this weird situation where we have 2 of our, I guess 5 players, 5 PCs, if you will, that are out of town, like a day's travel out of town, taming owlbears in an old temple they defeated, like long time ago. Maybe like a week in game, but like months in real time. While that's happening on, we have 2 other characters training in the city, and then we have Oris going back and forth over this 2-day time jump, kind of keeping people informed. And things are going to hit the fan, I think. Things possibly shiitakes. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, the title of the episode possibly giving away something. Maybe it's all just to trick you and really, DM meteors just come down and destroy everything.
what's the title? I don't see one.
Well, there's not no title, right?
The Siege of El-Lwain.
El-Lwain. El-Lwain or El-Lwain?
Oh, I don't see it. So, okay, I didn't see it.
The city we're in called El-Lwain, and the other city is called El-Lwain.
Why did I spell it wrong?
No, is this city called El-Lwain?
El-Lwain, yeah.
Wait, are we in El-Lwain? I thought we were in a. What's the capital
The
city?
capital is called El-Lwain.
Oh my gosh. These city names are too close
They're so elven.
Well, they both,
Only we
like
had
I
an
said,
elf,
that
we
the
should know
EL
the
is
language.
just the title implying that there's shrines to Ava there. So you could just think of the two cities as Lwain and Rolin. I guess they both have L's in them. I guess they have N's in them as well. Yeah.
Roland Lwain.
Rolin. Lwain. Yeah, it doesn't really matter though. It doesn't matter a whole lot. It doesn't affect. One of them is Ironfell, and one of them is. So what we're gonna do, just to kind of get Fjorn up to speed here, while you were gone last session, they did a bunch of stuff, but the most important thing that you need to know about is that they decided to do this side quest, even though they knew there was an impending, military attack. There's a revenant to deal with, a bunch of other, they did some stuff. It'll play out organically, I think, as we go. But the important thing is that they kind of said, screw it. We're going to go out into the wilderness and spend 2 days getting points of exhaustion because we can't sleep, taming owlbears. A la some homebrew rules I made for taming an owlbear some time ago, and just read it out loud, basically, from past Tuber, not really having planned into what's happening today. So yeah, they just kind of went out into the wilderness, spent 2 days, and we're going to advance 2 days forward. And Fjorn, as far as we know, we left you training at the academy with Rim, but I'm going to kind of back it up, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to potentially make some choices during that time skip. Is everyone cool? Everyone understand, on the same page?
I think so. So Bjorn and Oris get choices. We don't because we're stuck in our.
You're gonna be, yeah. So nothing. I don't think anything major is gonna happen until I kind of, sort of. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You guys could just decide to do. It was really tough for me to build this content because you guys are in different places, and you could just decide to do whatever. It's much easier when the party is one unit and you're like kind of guessing where they'll go. But we'll see what happens, and I have a lot of contingencies built up, and I think we will be okay. So where I would like to start us, if this is okay with everyone, is I'm going to say back to when you first tamed the owlbears and went to the temple, and then Oris headed back into El-Lwain to get the first saddle and whatnot. And I'm going to say at this point, nothing out of the ordinary is going on, and he is able to stop and speak with Fjorn. So I'm going to let Fjorn, and feel free to play Rim as well, because since you can't use May, you can be Rim. So everybody but Fallstar gets to play, I guess, for this little RP section. But yeah, Oris, you can go up and explain to Fjorn and Rim what's going on, and then it's up to them what they want to do.
Yeah, so I guess I just...
Yeah.
Oris just pops into... Oh,
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm just back here making this stick.
I have no idea what you just said.
It was just pretending that Rim is in the background attacking like a dummy or something.
Oh, he was doing like Link noises, like yeah, hooah!
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oris just tells Fjorn that May and Blandford are currently taming owlbears and in the fortress that we just cleared out on our way here. And he's going to pick up a saddle and head back, and still no sign of Blackfang, so keep your eyes open, I guess, or ears.
Yeah, which was something that you guys figured out and were a little bit worried about because he didn't return when he was supposed to. So there's trouble on the horizon, but we don't know exactly how soon or when or what. So it's definitely up to Fjorn and Rim. What would you like to do at this point in time?
I guess I'll accompany Oris back.
Okay.
Do you want me to come too, sir?
Sure, if you want to.
We might be able to save it and make it one trip then, if we each pick up
Yeah,
a saddle.
actually, yeah, that's fine. If the three of you are going, you can easily carry. Actually, you could just put all the saddles on on your
We'll just
barbarian,
get
really.
Rim to carry both saddles. It's strength training.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a
get
good
Rim
idea.
to do it. You guys are like, you're so much stronger than him, and he's like, ah!
And he's got the
Share the load.
He's probably strong. He might actually be stronger than the monk. I'm not sure.
He
how
might
much.
be. Yeah, he might be
Or-
stronger than Oris.
He's
Okay.
probably stronger than Oris. I have like a 9 or a 9 strength. So.
So as you guys are leaving, I'm going to have Fjorn picks up his payment for working at the academy, and you can have we'll say 40 gold pieces for the time that you spent there. I think that's a little more than the last time you guys did downtime in that area, but it was like a day plus, so but it's good to hear you want to come back, because I was like, what do I do if you guys? I guess it honestly just makes the most sense that you would return, and then this will be a lot easier on my part. So yeah, on the way back, so what I had planned to do was to have Oris do the second trip, and then we could have role played that. But I guess you guys come back and all hang out at the temple, which is going to simplify things for me quite a bit. And you guys are okay with just essentially waiting the 2 days, right?
I mean, yeah, unless stuff happens. I assume. Again, I don't know why we're at the freaking temple. I want to just be outside the city. I don't know. But, I mean, it'd be nice for us to know what's going on.
Yeah.
If they get information
I think
about
he's
the
here 2 hours
war
away.
So do you want to send Oris out, like, as a scout while you guys are busy? Anyways, like, he can still go back and scout it instead of going back to get the second saddle.
I think we picked this place in order to be out of the way, so that we didn't. If we messed up, we wouldn't cause the owlbears wouldn't attack the city.
Why would they attack the city? I just mean, like, let's just camp out. Let's just, like, hang out in the woods right next to the city.
Also wanted a place that was where we wouldn't be camping in the wilderness. We would have we didn't want to make wilderness rolls.
That's true.
We would have
You're completely safe in here. You're never going to get attacked by anything while you're in this temple. You can even go into the back section of it, and it's your nice little hideout. They can't do anything to you.
right. That was the reasoning.
That's, yeah.
You know,
So,
Oris puts up a wall, and then you guys are just never going to get attacked. That's pretty darn
There
safe
is
in there.
It is fairly reasonable as a place.
You do have to
Or-
kind of like squeeze the owlbears through some of those tighter corridors. Technically, you can squeeze through a 5 foot as a large creature. It's just a pain.
I mean, it's just that, yeah, we just are far away from the city, which I don't exactly like, but that's it.
So what's the plan then? Are you guys going to wait the time out, or is somebody going to go scout the situation a day later in between the 2 days?
I can
Well-
send.
Okay. Is that the plan? Rim?
Question:
Or
while this is in progress, while it's I'm going to be in the middle of this. I'm just going to be practicing new music techniques because
Yeah.
I'm seeing this as functional downtime.
Yeah, you
I
could.
don't-
If you want, you could have Oris not go scout, and he could sit and train languages with May.
Well, if I send Rim, then Oris can be the one that's staying with us.
That's true. Is that the plan?
I don't know if you or Oris. What the hell do you guys want to do?
We gotta. Well, how long does the trip? I thought this was like a day away, anyways. From
Yeah, exactly. So
City.
you'd be going, observing, and immediately coming back with any information you have. Maybe the Black Fangs returned. Maybe you have no idea. It's like basically it took you a day to get back, and it's going to take you another whatever half day. It's going to work out that you can go scout, come back, and then the 2 days will be up.
Are we scouting the town, or are we scouting?
You're just going back to El-Lwain and seeing if anything has happened. It was going to be the second saddle purchase, right? But you don't need to do that now. I'm just saying it because in my mind I had been like, okay, Oris is going to go there once, then he's going to go there a second time. Do you want that second time or not? You don't have to. You can just You guys can just hang out, get your downtime, and we can move on.
Let's just have Rim do it, and let's move on. Unless anybody has any objections.
You're gonna send Rim by himself?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the wilderness. Who cares? I don't. It's either you or it's either him or Oris, basically. And Oris didn't have any trouble getting there.
True, but he is the only one who knows the way through the magical wilderness.
Rim didn't what? Okay, then I guess Aura's the only one that could go.
Well,
Didn't we back here?
like you remember, right? Like he's the only one who's gone through. You guys were led by the Black Fang or Oris, so I mean, I guess you could make the theory that like when Oris came back with Rim, he like gave him directions or something and was like, "This is how. Let me teach you on the way back. Here's how you get through here, and this is what the Black Fang taught me." You could get if you want to do that, sure.
Okay, then that happens. So Rim goes there, and then he comes back, and maybe he dies. What happens? Let's move on.
All right, is that? I just wanted to make sure that's what everybody wants to do, but it sounds like no one really has an opinion on this, so I'll just get it.
I'm still trying to get caught up. So
So do you have questions? Because you can ask me or the team questions before we move forward if you want.
I'm just going. Did we go back with the saddles already?
Yes. So you guys are at the temple right now. I've kind of brought it back up so you know where you are. And the thought was one of you, while the two spellcasters are in the middle of this taming process that takes a couple of days, they cannot break it. Every hour they have to do something with the owlbear or it will go feral and attack. So they have to continually keep speaking to it to maintain the bond. But if you guys have a problem with being out of the loop for that long,
I'm good. I'm basically between talking to it. I'm just going to be playing music and practicing new riffs and such, and trying to put together a poem. That's basically what this is. That's it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, if we're safe here, I mean, technically, we could all. The rest of us could go scout. I mean,
Yeah. It's
Go
up to you.
back.
You have 3 people that are doing nothing, or training with May, or whatever you want to do.
I guess I mean, I can go back.
Okay. So
I guess Oris will go with Fjorn. Maybe just should never travel solo, although Oris did already, but he can move fast, so.
you want him to be a little bit ahead of everybody, kind of the marching order of the situation?
No.
So it's been 2 days.
Oh, you just mean you want it to just have it be okay. Something's gonna happen when they go there. Okay, it's not just gonna be 2 days. So the 3 of you are gonna go.
I don't know what's happening.
Well, May and Blanford are taming wild owlbears.
Sure, yeah.
Bjorn, Oris, and I'm guessing Rim is going to go back to town.
So you guys walked all the way here, and then you're just gonna go back.
Well, we're expecting Blackfang to come back there, right? So I guess that's why we're going back.
Okay.
Again, it's up to you. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I hope you
I know.
guys. I just
Fine, let's do it. I want to actually do something. It's been way too long. Okay, those 3 people go back. Let's do it.
So we gave you guys your saddles, and we're gonna go wait in town, and you guys can meet us in town when you're finished taming.
Well, you can come. Well, it's up to you guys. You can go to town and wait there for them, or you can.
I'm going to be
Return.
honest. It'd be nice if we can. I don't want to come back with 2 levels of exhaustion. So that actually means that it's 4 days. That's why I want to know what's going on. Because if we need to come back, we can. But May walking around with 2 levels of exhaustion is going to be pretty annoying. We're going to be moving at half speed and everything.
Luckily, you're on a mount, but yeah.
Yeah, true, I guess. We can't go. I don't know. It's just. It's
You want to make
not.
it 3 days or 4 days until everyone's rested?
My point is, if something happens after 2 days, then we're gonna have to do something. If nothing's going on, then we'll just keep waiting, and I'll probably. I mean, maybe we'll head back and we'll just sleep for a couple of days or something. But
Yeah, that would
It's
make
not a
sense.
bad
So just
idea.
try to make it back to the town.
I'm not
Waiting
making.
for Black Fang.
Sorry if it sounded like I was making fun of your suggestions. I was just saying you could decide to just sit there for 4 days if you wanted.
the
Everyone's...
thing is we can head back before we're done. We just need to be around the thing. So the last half day or whatever we have to do with them with the owlbear mounts, we can just walk there. We just need to be next to them and talking to them. That's all. So 1.5 days go by, we walk back for the last half day.
Sure.
Or
So,
the year something.
so you just want to wait and all go together?
That's sure. Let's do that. We'll just wait, and then
A day and a half, and then
Yeah.
while you're making the trek back, you're like continuing to do the rest of the taming of the animals. You've already like saddled them up so that you can be kind of line up the times for when you get back. Yeah, sure. That sounds good. So we want to just chill and time skip a day and a half, essentially. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, question. And two ride the owlbear?
I'm sorry?
And two ride an owlbear? Like,
Can two be on the owlbear? Yeah, I guess so. It could
Like-
probably handle the weight of 2 people. I don't. It's a
Like if-
large enough creature. I think it's strong enough it could handle it.
so if
I don't know what the
May-
rules are for doubling up. I think you can even do it on a riding horse. I would imagine on an elephant-sized creature, you could even get a third or fourth person.
I think it's more important that the two of us with 2 levels of exhaustion.
yes,
Alright.
so I was thinking I only have one. So I have Bjorn and May has Rim, and Forrest goes on whoever's. We can move through the woods quickly enough.
Okay, sure.
I just wanted to clarify it.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I could see saying you have to have it completely tame before you ride it, but I'm not gonna fight anymore on this. There's nothing weird going on. You guys are more or less getting the taming done and then taking your ride back into town. I'm not gonna worry about the minutia at this point. Let's just do it. So unless anybody else has anything else to say, I'm going to say the time has skipped and you guys are all together at the temple and you step out of the temple getting ready for your trip and journey northward. But as you come out and look around, you notice that the magical what was it called? Shrubbery, whatever, the overgrowth forest northward is actually like incredibly thinned out. It's almost like just a regular forest at this point instead of like difficult terrain and a pain in the butt to traverse. You look both northward and southward, I suppose. It's the magic, if you will, has been dispelled, and you can tell that there's been a lot of movement, lots of footprints and marching through that area. You suspect that you will not be all alone by the time you return to the city.
Great. So I
Can you
guess
tell what kind of footprints they are?
humanoid.
Sure, you can take. You want to do a survival? You can do a first roll. Survival. Yeah, you've seen footprints like this before. This kind of beaten down path that reminds you a lot of the war camp that you were at a couple weeks back. You can't really make out any specific boots, but I mean, it's probably the Goldmane Empire.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Good to know.
We waited too long. May is really tired.
Rim's not though. He's fresh as a daisy.
Good to know.
So, what are we up to now?
Excellent. I have a plan. We are going to play catch up and try and take out the army from behind.
That's not how it works. There's like 5 of us.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be a good way to die.
the other
I
option
assume.
is to.
They're all they're all like just they have the stats of a baby child. Like you can just kill them like hundreds at a time.
I mean, even if even if everyone had 1 hit point, we'd still die.
You'd
It's
have trouble, yeah. It is a it is a trained army, yeah.
The other option is to say that we were ordered to by so and so to scout ahead, and we haven't been able to make contact since then.
So we have to. You want the young elf girl to and the other young elf boy to join you while we rejoin the human army that's trying to kill all the elves?
It is an option technically.
No, it's not.
You'd have to do some amazing charades, but it is technically an option, and you have to pass for a half elf. Some sort of talk. You probably have to talk about how you're discontent with the way things are. Blah blah blah.
No.
Okay.
So let me get
Okay,
this
I
straight.
just want to take it.
So we know that an army has went by and is headed towards town.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys already had suspected that this was at some point going to happen in the future, but you didn't know when, thanks to Whimsy giving you kind of a heads up. Oh, by the way, not that it really matters, Fjorn, they did borrow your coin and talk to Whimsy a little bit. They can fill you in with any important details, but it's not that big a deal. What they talked
Whimsy
about.
still thinks there's an army coming. Oh wait, there is because it just passed us.
Okay, so I guess we could move faster than the army, but we'd have to figure out a way around
So who
If-
did the survival
if we
check?
wanted to do that.
Yeah, 14 survival is not really good enough to tell you how long ago.
I'm gonna do a survival check.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. I have a feeling this probably won't be better, but you never know.
That not work? What the hell? It was working before. I figured it all out. Hold on, just a moment.
You could just roll really well and maybe
I'd like to assist.
You want to assist and make it a straight roll?
Yep.
Sure, I will allow this. Let's go.
Hold on. I'm still.
But the assistance is also a disadvantage.
That is true. I don't really know as a DM how to math that out, but I'm gonna just say, sure, you can have it.
Well, it could be a double disadvantage, possibly.
Well, I could just say, as an exhausted person, you can't do the help action, but that's not raw. That's just something I would have to decide.
Whatever, the Norris can help. It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't matter at all. Let's just see
Think about it for a minute. Okay.
Okay, there. Hold on.
We came back with the saddles how many days ago?
A day and a half.
So no, they're no more than a day and a half.
That's true. You do know that for sure. It is a little bit of ways from the temple. Like the temple was like on a route, and then you guys like cut off and went to the temple. So it was like, you journeyed a little bit, and then you found this like, because that's where you would normally go northwards. So you're like, okay, let's go there, and then you go there, and you're like, oh damn, there's been some peoples here. Yeah, 18 is not bad. Yeah, you suspect they have a reasonable lead on you.
Have a reasonable lead on us, guys.
Yeah. You're not entirely sure, but you suspect had you tried to scout out earlier on, they may have encountered this force. So you suspect they have... I'm sorry, you were trying to roleplay what I was telling you. Go ahead.
Oh, that's it.
I like interrupted you unnecessarily, and I'm just apologizing.
It's been they're ahead of us. They're too far ahead. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pass them. Wait, is it? Am I wrong? She's can't remember things very well right now. Is it? Can we? If you go into Shadowfell, time's different, right?
That's true.
It only goes in one direction.
Yeah, it'll just be faster or slower passing.
Well, maybe we can get there faster if we go into the Shadowfell and then we go past and then we come back out of the Shadowfell into the city and then maybe the time will go by faster or
Do
stuff.
we know of a way to get back?
Or we could wind up a week in advance.
I think
a
I
week
know
later.
what you're suggesting. I mean, I guess technically that is a thing you could do.
Well,
The other possibility is that we go to the city and it's a week later and the siege is already complete and the elves have lost.
I mean, I don't think we can do. I don't know. Is there any other options? I don't think we can pass this freaking army. Like, I know it was a mistake. We shouldn't have got these stupid owlbears.
It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake.
You did it too, you idiot. No, she's talking to
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, I just gotta let you guys role play. I'm sorry.
Maid doesn't think this was a good idea. She just didn't know what else to do. She didn't want to go anywhere without Fjorn, and Fjorn seemed like he needed to train up Rim and stuff. So now she's like, well, yeah, we did this thing, and now we probably shouldn't have. But the army passed us, guys. I don't know.
Well, as I've been saying for a while, the best option is always to go on to another city and just leave them to leave them be.
We're not doing that.
Does anyone know a way to?
Well, I just want to add in because I know Fjorn missed this. The Black Fang mentioned going back. The reason he was late, or at least you inferred this through some channels, that the reason that Black Fang was late is that he was attempting to rescue Tessa and
Right.
Callie. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So if Fjorn's trying to decide about abandoning or not, you would also be abandoning those people.
Well, we're not abandoning people. I don't think anybody except for Blandford wants to do that because he kind of sucks. I think that, guys, I'm gonna pull out the dolly, the evil doll, the doll of shadows. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, the weird cursed doll that can open a temporary portal back from the Shadowfell. Yeah, you also know it will curse you when you use it.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about curses.
He's already super tired.
he's like, what are you gonna do? 3 more stacks of exhaustion and kill me? What do you can't do anything to me.
No, I mean she already got cursed with a little dagger. She can deal.
That's true.
Maybe.
What you still
think
have.
I think we can catch up. Let's gallop our owlbears and try and catch up.
It doesn't matter if we catch up. We're behind the army.
Yes, we go
If they're
around.
We
They're
can't go around the army. We don't.
If they're any more than a half a day ahead, they're already there. So
Yeah, it's not. It's a hat. It's like barely a hat. I don't know. Between a day and a half a day. So it's a fair journey, and they're traveling slower than us. But I mean,
Let's try and go around to the other gate.
with the survival thing, can I tell like the amount of people? Maybe I know you might not have a number, but
Yeah, so you knew that there was a reasonable sized force there already, and you had, I believe, I can't remember if you guys figured this out or the other MFT I might be confusing it, but you knew that when the mage came that was potentially disenchanting the wilderness, that he came with a substantial size of reinforcements, potentially, I think I threw out the number 1,000 men. Or 1,000 soldiers. So you're seeing enough trampling that you feel that there could be
thousands.
Twice that potentially.
Don't see us getting around an army that size.
I will give you guys, because I did make this. I want to give you guys this. Because you mentioned the other gates, and I just thought I would be like, hey, here's a map that's not very good. Of basically El-Lwain. And I should have put a title there so you could remember, but I kind of hurried this one along, and I wish I had put like something at the bottom. But yeah, so there's a southern gate, which is the one that you guys normally came in, and then there is an east and west gate, which are technically both facing to the north, but they call them east and west to differentiate between them. And you have exited one of them before to go to the Crackle Forge, so you know that. And you don't know you don't know how this army will set up. You don't know, where they'll be if they're there right now. You don't know if that they put up any defense, because if you go by Fjorn more or less knows who was there in the academy. You suspect if there was 0 reinforcements that they would have been overwhelmed immediately. But you also know that you learned last time that they were panicking and trying to figure something out. So they had some awareness that this force was coming. Who's to say? I just thought I would throw that out there if that changes how you want to move when you arrive or whatever.
They do know that this is coming. We warned them.
I vote for Shadowfell travel.
Yep.
All right.
Which you guys have never done before. You've
How
never
does
been in the
Rim feel?
Shadowfell more than a short time, but I do obviously have rules for it because there was going to be a quest involved for going through the
Oh
Shadowfell.
boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Let's do this.
Well, there's 5 of us, but how does Rim feel about it? Because kind of messed him up.
Rim is just quiet, but he's like, okay, if you guys think it's best, yeah.
The brave face.
Basically.
I'm trying to remember what I did for the time in the temple. I know I did slow it down because the idea was that you would open the one gate and then it would close too quickly, but if you were in the Shadowfell, it wouldn't. So I forget. I think you're gonna get there in half the time, theoretically. If you guys wanted to test, just quickly do count to 10 or whatever and step into the portal and step back, you can determine that.
Doesn't it change though?
It does change. I'm just letting you that's why you're gonna want to test it before you come back. And I'm just gonna say it's half the time. I could roll for it if you guys really care, but
I mean, it's up to you. We don't know. We'll know when we get there.
that's what I'm saying. So
We'll
I'll
leave
let
the
you
portal
guys
open.
take a quick shot at it. It takes you a couple minutes to determine how much faster it will be, because you don't have to use any resources to do this, right? The temple just lets you go into the Shadowfell and come back out again.
Outside, if that leaves a portal to the Shadowfell open on this end.
Yeah, actually. I mean,
If we use
I guess
one-
theoretically you could use the timer on the dials, but then if you somehow lose the doll, you're actually trapped in the Shadowfell forever. So I don't know. Maybe it's better to leave the portal open and hidden than to have no way back that you know of.
Yeah, it's on your car.
street parking.
We can talk about it later, or we can talk about it now.
Okay, that's fine.
You need to move your car, essentially.
Okay.
I don't know what the deal is. It sounds like there's some rule that you can't park on the street, so I didn't know that. We didn't really do that.
Way in the background.
Jackasses are parking down.
That's Rim, actually.
So I think you just need to
Yeah,
take your
exactly. Rim.
I think that's why it's parking down. Park all the way down.
So yeah, if that's your plan, you can totally do that. You can go through the Shadowfell. You've never traveled in the Shadowfell. You don't know what to expect during your travel, but it's definitely an option, and I will have to look up the effects of the curse that the doll leaves on you. I kind of forget what it was because it's been so long.
I'm back.
Is there a way to try to determine if there's a naturally openable portal somewhere, or we wouldn't?
Well,
wouldn't
you
have any
did know
abilities
that
like
there was one that Dapper Dan was going to show you, but you guys never
Did the quest.
went far enough to so you know there exists one somewhere near the city, but you don't know where it is, or if it's even open 24/7, or how to
I
activate
don't
it or
think we
whatnot.
have time to look for it. Rim uses the doll.
That's fine.
Where
Yeah,
we can go before we use the doll. So we get to the city. I don't know. Is the city at full shadow people? I don't know.
Yeah, you don't. You guys have no idea. For all you know, there's a giant lava river between here and the city, so you might find that you can only get so far, and then you'll have
Then
to
we'll
turn
pop
back.
out the portal there and.
For all
deal
we
with
know, Barovia's
whatever.
in between.
Okay, so we're gonna
Did you-
travel there. What
Did you say
doing?
what was his name?
Barovia. Just the
Barovia. Oh, sorry. I thought you were mispronouncing Corbin again.
No. Okay, so on our way, do we see anything?
Yeah, sure. So you guys are going to go into the temple and through the portal. You have a little trouble getting the owlbears to do it. You're also not entirely sure what the Shadowfell will do to the taming process of the owlbears, but let's do it. Let's risk it. I don't even know because I did not consider this as an option for you guys.
That might have made the 2 days go by faster.
Maybe you should have like used the Shadowfell as like a hyperbolic time chamber to do the taming faster, but if you hate having 2 levels of exhaustion, I don't know what spending 2 days in the Shadowfell is gonna suck.
That would kill us.
It wouldn't be nice. So let me just see if I can find my information on the journey through the Shadowfell.
Sure. Yeah.
As you guys start making the travel, you're like, I'm gonna guess north. Let's do our best to pick a good direction. And actually, if you could just have someone, sure, with advantage, give me a survival. And this is your ability to like navigate the Shadowfell, assuming it's entirely identical to the material plane. So you're kind of like, where's north? All right, let's assume north is the same in the Shadowfell and like head that direction.
Did you say somebody without a disadvantage?
With the rest of your party will assist, so you can just pick one person to do the roll with advantage. Can be Oris or Fjorn, who I know have the best survival. Oris doing a pretty good job leading the party, being the survivalist. I don't know if Rim has good survival, but
There's no food involved, so the rolls are okay.
yeah, and you guys do actually have a little bit of food if Blanford's willing to share it, because he had stocked up before, so you guys have journeying supplies. You should be okay. I was trying to buy myself time so I could look up these dang rules.
I stocked up for basically. I bought a lot of food.
You did.
There's so little color here.
So tired, May. Why don't you sleep on your owlbear?
I can't finish training, I think, aren't we?
Yeah, you could sleep, but then you're gonna wake up to a nightmare.
Or I guess
Sleep for like 45 minutes, and then I can.
I have to. Doesn't even matter if I sleep for. Short rests don't do anything, which is kind of stupid. But I guess actually, if we've waited the full 2 days, I could try. I mean, 4 hours might be enough time between how long we're traveling. I'm not sure.
Oh, elves get something on. Oh, don't elves get a full rest on 4 hours?
Yeah.
They have to be in a trance state, which I'm gonna say riding on something, you can't get a full rest. You can't get a long rest while riding on something. Whether it be a trance or a regular rest, because you're supposed to be like flat out resting. Anyways, let's have you guys move through the Shadowfell. So as you guys pick your direction, you're pretty confident that like it's gonna get you closer to the city. Oris is also like trying to keep track of footsteps in his head, because you're not even sure that when you get there will be like some kind of, there's not necessarily just going to be a city there, and you're like, oh, it's the same city, so now we can go back. Like, you're not really sure what landmark will be there, if there is anything. It could just be you have to take a guess and return and see where you are. So he's kind of like counting his steps, because he's done the journey a few times, and he's, 17's pretty good. I'm going to say that you're smart enough to know to do that. As you're traveling, there is no like enchanted woods here either, but I mean there wouldn't have been. This is the first time you are traveling the Shadowfell. There's the trees are kind of gross, even though it's daytime. The sun is like a bright white, and it's kind of harsh on your eyes. You feel this weight on your body as you're going. I mean, May doesn't, because she already felt a giant weight on her body, so it's kind of the same for her. She's like, oh, whatever, I'm accustomed to this at this point. Let me see. As you keep walking, It's, the Shadowfell is full of like nasties and things, so we're gonna have to do some rolls to see what happens to you guys. Can I have? I guess we'll just make more. Oris, who's always on point, just do a perception, or if you want, you could use Squire, which we always forget exists.
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
Squire, where are you at, Squire? Squire, where?
He's like
Squire,
super jealous of your new owl friend. He's like, "What the hell?"
Letters out.
Okay, so I guess he has perception with advantage when he does sight. So yeah, you can get a really good perception score here.
Cool. I don't remember what his perception is.
It's probably like -10.
No, it is not. It is +3.
All right, +3 with advantage. Oh wow, hot damn. So as you guys are traveling for like an hour or so, or a couple of hours, Squire goes out and he comes back close enough so that you can get information from him. Squire kicking some ass. As the owl comes back to you, he lets you know that he's seen, or shares his perceptions with you. I forget how you guys decided to flavor that communication with your familiar. Some things of note as he's flown around is he does see there's like a large lake where there isn't one in the material plane, kind of far to the east. He's normally there. That's all just more forest, and then he's like, there's a lake. He's telling you about this lake. He's noticed some roaming forces as well as he flew around. Like he's seen some zombies just like roaming the grounds, like just out in the woods, just hanging out. Some of them were faster moving. He didn't really identify the difference between the different undead types, but he saw some faster moving ones, some slower moving ones. He also noticed kind of to the west there was a tall castle fortress that Squire purposely felt like a bit of energy from, that he was like, I'm not going to get too close to that thing. But it was really hard for him not to spot because this thing is large and in charge. It's not really on your way in your direct path. You're going to be able to miss both this giant lake and the tower, but you suspect that there may be some powerful evil force in that direction potentially. I'm gonna
to write that down.
Yeah. It's like, this is stuff that you're learning about the layout of the Shadowfell. You hadn't really thought about this, you hadn't really witnessed, I should say, much beyond the temple the last time, or much beyond the hag's hut last time. So I'm gonna say one more as a Squire scouts ahead, flies up, looks around. I'm just gonna do some more rolls. If you don't mind giving me one more for the second half of this journey. One more perception.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or for Squire's perception, basically.
Yeah. 16.
That's pretty good. So this time around, you send Squire out. Goes for a bit, and he's scouting ahead, and then you feel, something is wrong. You can feel something isn't right, and I
mean, he's not going that far ahead.
Sure, he goes up and he goes out like 100 feet, or do you want him to only go like 10 feet?
No,
he's a bird, so he can kind of swoop around. So you feel something isn't right, and you have a second to let everybody know or do something, but something feels wrong. You just get this dark feeling for a second.
Does he see something, or?
Are you looking through his eyes? I forget how that works.
No, but he I mean, I'm not doing that right now.
I think, can you guys, like, I forget how it works. I feel like you guys have, like, this telekinetic link or something. I forget how it works exactly. But something about the way he's letting, like, sorry? He can,
Yeah,
he can speak to you?
telepathically.
So you
I mean,
just, like, hear, like, it just seems, like, afraid, like, fear and, like, scared, and he's just like, ah! And, you, like, I don't know what an owl screams in your head would sound like, but you have, like, a split second to tell the party or do something about it.
Okay, everybody defensive. I don't know.
May's totally awake and at this.
Planter is also a little bit checked out. Okay, everybody, I haven't even finished. I'm gonna say something mean to someone soon. All right.
Play a song of waking us up.
Yeah, the song of caffeination.
Oh,
Can I try to look through his eyes?
Yeah, sure. So you guys take a second to kind of try to figure out what's going on, and you see him coming. Squire's flying back at you as fast as he can, and as he's barreling at you, he's being chased by those sturge. You remember these sturge creatures that you saw in the temple before? There's like a flock of them. You're looking, and you're not sure how many. As soon as you guys see it in view, you're like, oh, there's like 20 plus of these things coming at us, and he's bringing them all right to you guys.
And now run.
I hold up the push of fire breath and say, have that thing drink this, and it can attack with it.
What?
He wants to.
Squire?
Have Squire drink this potion. It can breathe fire.
On all of them as soon as they get into range.
Yes, but it would be more fun for Squire to breathe fire at them.
Well, that doesn't even make any sense. he's next to them. We're far away. What the hell? If Squire was here, I'm casting fireball on all of them as soon as they're like 150 feet away or whatever.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you can totally do that. I'll let you. Yeah, go ahead. You can roll.
Yeah, how many were there?
20 plus. Yeah, it's hard to tell how many exactly. I gotta.
Wow.
What are the sturge? It's like I don't know what to call it. A flock of sturge? A gaggle? I'm not sure.
Murder?
Murder?
A tuber.
What is it? I wonder if there's a word for like a group of mosquitoes.
A tumor of sturge? A swarm. It's called a swarm.
That's what I think. I think it's a swarm of mosquitoes, but it could be like a cloud of sturge as these things come barreling at you. Yeah.
Cloud? A camp? That's for bats.
A group of
A
mosquitoes
camp?
is
Ooh,
called
I like
a
that. A
sturge.
camp of sturge? Yeah, let's call it a whole camp of sturge.
There two are bats, so it's fine.
Like a group of crows is murder.
Yeah,
So am I-
murder of crows. That's a good one.
Now or what's happening?
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have to roll to hit, right? They just roll to get out of the way. Do you want to roll damage for fun?
Can
I
Oris...
mean, if I need
Oh.
to kill them, I don't know if I'm assuming it's probably enough, but let's.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing is you don't have to roll it if you don't want to because even if they make this save, they have 2 hit points. So you're just gonna. It does kind of help me tell how big of a you're gonna get.
33.
33.
20.
Yeah, you're like, all right, screw you guys, and it just lights up the sky, and the dead scourge just kind of like fall out of the sky. You notice that like a couple make it out, like 3 or 4, but their wings are slightly singed, and they decide not to continue on with their query, and they kind of disperse instead of continuing to advance at poor Squire. And he comes up and he's like shaking and like huddled up in your arms.
Are they within do they get within 60 feet at all?
You threw the fireball at 150? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I imagine that it blows up and then Squire is like flying towards us. It's kind of like an action movie where like the explosions like and then you see the person.
He was like the coolest action hero because he didn't look back.
I'm like, oh, good job, Squire. You're an action hero, buddy. You're good. I'm petting him.
Yeah. The fireball even like I'm gonna just say it because it's cool. It like blew up, and then like each of the Sturge like did like little explosions. It doesn't even make sense to the spell, but I just picture it that way, like a fireworks in the sky. Even though that doesn't make sense because Sturge don't explode, but it's cool.
Can you eat sturge? I'm gonna ask people. Can we eat them, or is that not a thing?
I don't
wouldn't
know if I.
advise
I
it.
guess technically they're beasts. They're not monstrosities, so
Are they gross?
I mean,
Very gamey,
I
but
wouldn't
they're well
advise
cooked.
it.
Gamey?
yeah. I mean, I guess technically you could do that.
I mean, they're roasted, right?
Yeah, they're roasted.
Yeah, they're already cooked. I mean,
They're
yeah,
better slow cooked.
You're down. I'm down with you collecting 10 pieces of sturge. I'm gonna call it jerky. It's not really been jerky, but I'm gonna call it sturge jerky just to simplify it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we can sell this. We just don't. We do not have to tell people what kind of jerky it is.
I'll
It's
or
true.
we can.
Or what kind of eye stalks you have?
I'm gonna put that in my stuff.
Definitely.
Cool. Oh, by the way, I'm going to leave the beholder. I'm not. I'm gonna hold on to them. I still need them. I have a thing
Okay.
I want to do with them.
All right. I'm gonna. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do nothing. Yeah. So this bit of excitement happens. You're still a few hours out from like, or you turn to Oris and he's still counting steps, and he still suspects you guys are a few hours away from your destination. Do you want to send Squire out again?
Yeah.
Continue the. You're like, you know what? I don't care if you're scared, little buddy. Get back out there and do your thing.
I'm scared. Personally. You can do it. I believe in you.
He gets out about. You go to release him into the air again, and he only gets up to about 20, 30 feet. And. Can I just have a perception that's not Squire? Maybe Oris? Okay. Yeah, as you're doing that, you see this arrow come flying out of nowhere at Squire. And
What's the attack roll?
I don't really want to kill Squire, so I'm gonna say that I'm gonna just call that it misses. And he like
Oris catch it?
he kind of gets out of the way as the shot flies by, but he immediately comes back kind of towards you. And as you guys try to figure out what's going on, I'm gonna put one more shot at the party in general.
Oris.
There's 5 of you. Oris is like, I want to catch it. Shoot it at me. All right, you know what? Yeah, let's shoot it at Oris.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's a 15 to hit. Does that hit you normally?
No.
Okay, so are you gonna do the? How does the thing work? Do you have to get hit?
When you were hit by a range weapon.
That's too bad. You're just too good at dodging.
Stop. Next.
As you guys kind of, sorry.
You just like.
If only I was easier to hit. So as you guys finally now that you're being shot at, you look kind of in the direction that it's coming from, and you see that there are some soldiers that have been alerted to your location by the giant flare in the sky that you guys basically set off. And they're deciding that they want to kill you. It takes you a few seconds to discern that this group of enemies may be potentially Gloom Elk, because they are wearing kind of... some of them are wearing clothes similar to the Goldmane Empire, and you're like, oh, but then some of them aren't, and you're like that weird mix of people you've encountered from Gloom Elk, the guy you killed in the temple, that kind of thing. You're able to discern it very quickly. You're like, okay, we've done this before. Some of these people are probably
How many are we
Corbin's.
looking at?
Yeah, that's the important part. Okay, so as these people are about 100-ish feet away from you, you see that there are 2 archers, okay, that are firing their arrows. You see that there is a group of 6 lighter armored figures, as well as that group is being led by a larger man, wielding a giant, cool-looking, I'm going to say cool-looking, and you guys are just going to be like, what does that mean? It just means it's cool. Great axe of some sort. I'll even let, I'm going to just say, because, is it May? Somebody has, like, passive investigation, right? Or passive perception?
It's gonna be it's -5 right now, so it doesn't really.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind.
I have
And then
passive
you also
perception.
see.
I did 14.
You also see. Okay, so 14. So you're like, okay, I think there's some. I think that axe is not a regular axe. It has some like ordainment on it, possibly magical in nature of some sort. And then lastly, there is behind the archers even is a spellcaster of some sort. Behind the whole party seems to be issuing the orders. So you have a spellcaster, 2 archers, a group of 6. I'm going to call them cannon fodder. Let's be honest, they're the weaker guys. And
I
then
know what to do.
I ball again.
I have a plan.
well, I'm going to make us roll initiative because
But
they got the jump on you guys.
I cast fireball.
But I cast fireball. So Oris got a critical hit on his initiative, so he gets 3 turns.
Nice.
Okay.
I use 6 bow attacks.
Alright, but I have a plan that will give us, as long as things don't go terribly, I have a plan that will actually win this for us.
False start. We have disadvantage.
Crap.
Yeah, you guys suck.
On ability checks and movement speed. Or, no, just on one.
Yeah.
Let me just double check all their
So
stats
13.
so that we're ready.
13.
Okay.
I get the 13.
Solid.
These guys.
Is initiative an ability check?
Yeah, it's a
It technically, yeah. It's a
You've always forget
skill
that.
check or
It's
ability
not
check.
in skills.
I have a 13.
I don't understand why I can't.
Yeah, which is like for Fjorn, he has that ring that gives +1 to all his checks. He gets a +1 to his initiative, which is kind of sweet.
There it is.
I know exactly what my first move is. For once, it's not Bane.
Once is not Bane. I don't know if you guys could even hear me because I held my hand in front of it. I'm gonna roll their initiatives real quick as well, so I know what's going on. Ooh, okay.
My deck is a 16, so that means I go before you, right? Because I also got 13.
And, oh wow, rolling some initiative here, guys.
I would really, this might will do. As long as I go before all, at least some of them. I want to go before the big guy.
And that really got a
Wow.
6.
Initiative on that guy. Ooh, not so great.
Wow.
Okay, and then the last. Okay, I'm good. All right, so what did you guys get? Oris is clearly first. I don't have to do any math.
I don't know why. Just
They got a 13 and Mai got a 13.
And Fjorn got a 15?
And Rim got
Oh, sorry. What did Rim get?
6.
So.
He's last.
And technically, I don't know how you guys did this marching order style, but some people are on owlbears, right?
Yeah.
If you want them fighting. Now, I will let you, if you want, to get off and be like, owlbears, no, you're not in the fight right now. Because technically they're not fully trained. And you don't know the effects of them being hurt in the midst of their bonding taming.
Oh.
You get, like, you can ride them in if you want, but you don't. It's a wild card play. I'm not even 100% sure what'll happen. If they take like half their hit points, they might like break out of their bond and just like go wild and rage. I'm not sure. So I'll give you a chance to say I jump off and like they run into the woods or something and hide outside of the fight if that's what you want to do.
I'm too slow. I'm going to ride mine. I'm not going to go into battle with it, but I'm going to stay back with it.
Okay.
Same here.
I mean, they have archers. They can shoot at you.
Yeah, I know that they can shoot at me.
Falstar did not get a 20, so I believe that's when these guys will go.
I have a 13.
What are you going to do first, Oris?
I'm gonna ask how far away they are from us.
I think I said 100 and something feet.
Hit 100.
If they're in bow range, then I'm just gonna
You're just gonna do your old Oris thing.
I'm gonna bow them back.
I'm gonna bow them up.
This is how it's done.
So who's first, May or Blanford?
Me.
My Maisel initiative is higher by a bit.
Okay, so and then okay, I am. Just let me remind myself. Okay, Oris, top of the order. Who would you like to shoot at? There
Yeah, what
are
are my targets?
you got 6 unarmored, like weaker looking dudes that aren't wearing like heavy armor or anything. They just like are drawing a weapon. It kind of reminds you of the guys who were tied up and used as feeding bags for the vampire spawn. There's one big berserker guy with a giant, possibly magical axe of some sort. There are 2 archers in the tree line kind of behind them a bit that you could shoot at as well. You suspect the archers are probably one of the more skilled of the group. So you got like the big boss dude, 2 archers, 6 cannon fodder, and there is a spellcaster in the back. I'm going to say he's outside your 150. So you can still shoot at him if you want, but it'll be a disadvantage, or you could like move around or something. I know you like going for the spellcaster guys.
Yeah,
Wait,
I can
in
move
the back.
40, so
Where are all these people? Oh, like, can I hit, like, I don't know, I mean, I know it's not my turn. I'm gonna hit far apart.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. If like right now they are in fireball cluster, if you want to call it that. But if they have their turn before you, there's a chance that they realize you can cast that spell because they saw it. They may change their formation depending on who's. Like, we'll see what happens.
Kill him, Oris.
Oris is gonna go after the 2 archers. They look exactly the same, or there's no notable differences between them.
From this distance, sure. Roll me perception. Yeah. So from this distance, you suspect that they're like you. I'm gonna say you eagle eye on these 2 guys. You're not getting information on everybody else. You're just checking out the archers, and you look at one, and you're like, okay, I think that guy might actually be possibly elvish. And then the other one, I think that's a human woman. So I don't know if that makes you. I know you were just asking like skill or power level. You weren't actually caring about their
Sure. Just,
their races. You're not deciding. Oh well, I hate those people. I'm gonna kill them.
which one looks more skilled, I guess.
But
or
as
which one
far
looks more
as
dangerous?
their ability with a bow, you suspect since both of them did miss their shots.
The question, you racist or sexist?
Yeah, I'm putting it on you. You're like, oh crap! Now I have to choose which.
But I don't.
No, you don't. You could just fire on both of them if you want.
Yeah.
Probably better to hit one of them, but...
Oris is going to aim, I guess, at the elven one first.
Sure. The elven male getting shot at first. A 24, yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, I'm gonna roll damage and Kensei shot.
Okay. This is actually important because like you have a bunch of new crazy monk abilities that, you know.
I don't see
Choosing
them
to
on
do
the
Kensei
sheet.
shot means your bonus action is used.
I don't see anything on the sheet, and I don't know specifically what they are because I don't remember.
So
I
if
don't see them on
you
the
if
sheet-
you go to your sheet and you go to edit your skills, like your abilities, there's a tab that says the optional Tasha stuff, and you just check them all on. And then when you go back to your sheet, you'll have them available to you.
Let me quickly do that then.
There's like you can spend points to make sure your accuracy works, like your to hit or whatever. You can use points to do a heal. I think it's a self heal, or it might be heal. How does it work? Yeah, I think it's a self heal. You have points.
I don't see anything about Tasha's. Where am I looking? Where the sources are? I have homebrew,
What are you trying to
MTG.
get?
and
No, you
Hebron.
just go to the section where it has your abilities. Like it lists your
You have
abilities.
to go to the home page.
It's like the second
You have to
page.
go to the home. You have to go to the home tab first to turn Tasha's on.
Yeah, I don't see
No,
Tasha's
no,
there.
you don't have to do. Oh yeah, sir, you do. Yeah, so under optional features, Optional class
Oh,
features. You
I have
turn
to
that
turn
on.
on
I'm sorry, you're
optional
right. You do
features.
have to do
Okay.
that. And then you go to I guess class, and there'll be an extra tab.
Optional feature manager. What do I just check them?
You just check them all. Yeah, just turn them all on. You get them all.
Cool. All right. Now,
Yeah, you
So
definitely
what-
hit though for 10 points of damage on this archer.
I guess it's 8 if I don't do the Kenseis. Oh, I don't need to. So what was the other option? I forget. There's something about getting a third arrow shot or something.
Yeah, so if you use any key points during your attack action, you can make a monk weapon attack as your bonus action, as well as a punch as you normally could before. So, as far as I know, the only way you can spend those key points in your attack with a bow is using them to increase the accuracy or the chance to hit.
Field attack. Who's unloading dishes while we're playing D&D?
It's getting
There's a
that.
time and a place. We're in battle here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Stop putting the dishes away. Yeah. Okay. So I don't need. I guess.
So if
for
you
this
want that
attack-
third shot, you have to basically think in your mind, okay, I'm not going to do Kensei shot. I'm going to fire twice and use a point
a key point.
at some point during your 2 attacks to give +2 to your chance to hit, and then you'll get a third shot. But then you have to weigh that. You're like, oh, but if I just use Kensei shot and no key points, I still do extra damage per shot. So maybe it's not worth the extra. I don't know. That's up to you.
That uses a key point, though, is not what I'm saying.
Kensei's doesn't.
Kensei shot doesn't use a key point?
No.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, it just uses your bonus action. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I guess
Yeah,
I'm making
And it applies to all my
You
range
could just do
shots. So.
that. It's not. I guess what
Yeah,
I'm
there's
saying.
no way to like get a Kensei, turn your Kensei shot on, and then get 3 shots. But that's okay.
I
Let's
wouldn't worry.
just say for this round you did the Kensei shot. You can look at it while other
Sure,
people are taking
yeah,
their
yeah,
turns.
yeah.
So for your second attack, go for it.
Okay.
One arrow did not kill him. Wow, not a crit, but still good.
I was gonna aim the other arrow at the other one.
Sure, go for it.
Terrible damage rolls, but you know.
Yeah, you get that Kensei shot. Maybe it's
That's a 1 on my D8. Oh yeah.
And
Maybe just roll really good.
4. Nice.
9 damage. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, you get them both. Cause they're trying to be sneaky behind those trees, and you hit them, and they kind of step out, and they're like, "Fine, this is real now." And they're not even
And I
like
just-
trying to hide. They're like, they're gonna go.
Or
We
it just does the like ICU with the fingers thing.
Oh yeah, the 2 finger. Yeah. They're like, fine, we're doing this now. Archer on archer action. Yeah, they might be picking you as their targets moving forward. Actually, moving forward,
That's the
it is
goal.
their turns. Archers did roll really well for their initiative. So I'm gonna have one of them. They're gonna look at each other for a second, and the one's gonna be like hand gestures. You kind of figure like the one has decided they're gonna go for you. So the female human one is like, Horus is my bitch now, and decides to fire 2 shots at you. I'm just, and then the other one's gonna spread its shots among the party. So we'll do the first 2 against Horus. We have a 10 to hit and a 25 to hit.
The 25 will, the 10 won't.
Okay, and then you can do your thingy, I guess, if you want. Oh, jeez.
But I take 14 damage off. Does it do 14 damage?
No, it doesn't. So you managed to do your thing.
It's a 1d10 plus 9, so like.
Oh,
Why is it
It's
plus
fr-
9?
Good question.
plus you, I think, or something.
It's 1d10 plus your dex modifier, which is 4, plus my monk level, which is 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh,
So-
wow.
So
That's crazy. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
So I reduced the damage to 0. I assume it doesn't do 14 damage.
No, it didn't. It did, I think, 8.
Can I keep the arrow for my
You
next
can.
shot?
You can keep it. Or you can throw it back.
Nah. It costs a key point to return it. So.
Okay. So you just catch the arrow, and then the other one's like, uh-oh, what the fuck? The other one, the other one's like, I need help, but it's already decided to train its shot on the rest of the party. So I'm just gonna pick one of you guys that's left, and I'm gonna include Rim in this because he just appears to be another one of your people.
He's like,
Come on. So who's ever Blanford, I'm sorry, you're gonna be the choice for this one. 2 longbow shots coming at you. One of them is a 9, and the other is a 21 to hit.
The 21 hits.
no, really?
For 11 points of piercing damage.
God.
11.
11, yeah. You can't reduce it by 14, sadly. But I mean, you guys should be at full health, so no big deal.
Hold on,
This is where you do Hellish Rebuke.
I wish, really wish.
He only has 28 hit points, so 11 is more than a third.
Wait, why does he only have 28 hit points? Is he really?
Because we're the casters.
Yeah. However, I have something planned that.
You are riding owlbears. That's pretty scary.
And nobody decided to take Constitution, including myself, except for
I'm
No.
good.
Yeah, I don't think you're
Okay,
even
no.
bloodied yet. I think you're all right.
I'm exactly at half.
Oh, okay. Well, then you would appear to be bloodied. Well, I'm not.
Wait, no.
Really? You
Wait,
only
no,
have 22 hit points?
No, wait. Why is that?
You should have been fully healed. Should have been.
28.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're not even bloodied yet. We're good. Moving forward down the list. Although the archers are now they're like, shit, we might have to double up on Horus. The 6 cultists actually rolled really well, and they're going to get their turn. And they are going to kind of spread out. I'm going to say that they pick 3 and 3. So if you still want to do like an area of effect move, you might be... They like split into 2 groups of 3 and kind of fan out to like pincer you guys. They wield scimitars. It doesn't look like they have range attacks, so I'm going to say they just rush in, and they're now really close to you guys. I'm going to say like 20 feet away from you guys, and there will be some melee ensuing on the following turn. Next up is Fjorn. First time in combat for 2 weeks. What would you like to do, my friend?
So, is any of them in a line?
I'll give you... You can probably line up 2 of the cultists in a line if you want. You might be able to... If you get creative, you might be able to put the berserker and an archer in the same line.
Do it.
But you're gonna put yourself like right in the you're gonna have to go past the cultists and like be in. I mean, you're a barbarian, you don't care, but you're gonna be like out in the open, kind of like in the middle of all these enemies.
That's all right. I'm gonna rage, and then I'll move to where I can get them in line.
Okay. So you're gonna pick off. Which archer would you like? Not. I'm just gonna pick the one I put on the left. I'm just gonna say you're going after the elven male who has a little more damage on him.
Okay, so that means the berserker has to make a...
That's right. He's going to get hit guaranteed, and then the other one has to survive the hit. So DC makes it. So you still get to do half of the 4d6 damage to the
What's the DC of that lightning bolt?
13.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So 8 points of lightning damage to the berserker that he cannot avoid. He tried. Sorry. You can roll to hit on the archer, and then that's a ton of damage if it connects. A 24, hot damn! Yeah, definitely. You get to roll the damage of the javelin plus another 4d6.
Archer's fried.
Hot damn! Oh, did it try to add the lightning in? So that's just another 9 points, right?
Hang on.
All right, yeah. You wail your javelin, and it zaps through the berserker, and it hits the guy. The archer's like trying to prep a shot at Oris, and takes it in the chest. Plucks it out, unknowing that it's magical. Probably should have paid attention, just kept it. Drops it to the ground so that it's available for you later. does not look bloodied yet and is prepping to take its turn with some more shots. Fjorn, would you like a second javelin?
I'm not in combat range or melee range to anybody.
You're not in. Let's see, 40 feet. No. Well, you could double back maybe on one of the cultists.
Oh, the cultists are already up next to us?
I'll just go ahead and throw a javelin at the
berserker.
At the same archer.
Okay. The archers are a bit further away. You can if you want. I'm gonna say that it's at. It'll be at disadvantage if you want to go for the archer. Unless you reckless, then I guess it's normal.
I'll go for berserker then.
Reckless.
Right. Berserker, hit him. 22, yeah, easy. You can roll out sweet damage. So that's you are raging, so that's 9, right?
That was just melee.
Oh, okay.
No, I think that.
I thought it was all strength attacks, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
Either way, I'm going to give you the 2 points as the berserker. He tries to like hit it with his crazy whatever axe that you're not even sure what it is, and he gets hit with the javelin. Snaps it off. And he looks like he's mad at you, Fjorn. He's had enough of your BS. May, you're up.
Okay. So, I don't know if I'm gonna even do fireball.
Just do that, and I have a great follow up.
That no, unless you have an actual reason why.
Do whatever. I have a really nasty follow up.
I mean, you guys know you're one after the other, so it's very, very unlikely that there was a roll between.
Question: you said that that the enemy was a berserker. Are you saying that he's a barbarian?
We don't know.
I'm giving you the NPC stat block title.
Excellent. That tells me everything I need to know.
You can meta knowledge what a berserker is, I suppose.
So I'm gonna just cast. I'm gonna just hit the berserker with magic missile.
Okay, yeah. Level 1?
Yeah, just level 1.
All right, give me some sweet damage. 13. Hot damn. The blast just silver streaking through the sky. He takes them. He kind of goes one-handed on his axe for a second. Gets a breath. He's back up. Not even bloodied yet.
All right, my turn. I cast Enemies Abound on the berserker.
Enemies abound. So this is the one where he thinks everybody's an enemy, including Fjorn.
Wisdom.
Including the mage who's in range of him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he rolls a die or something.
Yup, he has to make an intelligence saving throw of 14.
Okay. Oh, so that you're like, does he have low intelligence?
Is he also a barbarian?
Yeah, he fails. He fails it. Enemies abound. As your spell enchants his mind, and you have to hold concentration.
I'm out of range.
Whenever the infected chooses another creature as a target, it must choose at random from anybody it can see. Okay. I'm gonna. I guess C is everybody, right? So technically, you guys plus the cultists plus the archers.
Yup.
All right.
That lowers the chance that he'll attack us.
There are a lot of enemies, so it's very likely he will rush in on one of the lowly cultists.
Yep. That was the goal.
Is that your turn?
Oh, I don't have a. Actually, I have bonus action, so I don't really feel like using them at the moment.
Okay, sounds good. So, as you finish up your turn, and the berserker is now in a stupid set, does he get a roll or anything, or does it just happen?
The first time that he failed, until someone hurts him, there's nothing he can do.
Oh, so it's every time he gets hurt, he gets another
Yup.
chance.
If nobody hurts him,
Each time the target takes damage, it can repeat the saving throw. Okay, I see.
unless someone hurts him, he's stuck.
So he has to get smacked back to his senses. Basically.
So he's gonna look. I guess there's 5 of you guys, 6 cultists, 2 archers, and let me just
the mage.
5 of you guys,
There's a room
6, 2, 1. How many is that total? 14. Can I roll a d14? No, I'm gonna roll a d20, and then I'm gonna just re-roll everything 6 and up. It's gonna take a few rolls, I think. A 5, which is actually one of you guys then. Of the 5 of you.
Sorry, I tried. I really tried.
It's every turn though. It's every turn, right? Like he could just change his mind at the next turn.
Yeah.
So let me just double check how I put you guys on the list. I'm gonna roll a d6. Use the order you guys appear in the character sheet, and Rim will just be the 5th one because he doesn't have a character sheet for some reason. 4. He's actually going to go for Oris, who is relatively backed up, so he's going to have to charge. I'm going to say in his attempt to get up into melee with Oris, he is going to pass Fjorn and give him an opportunity attack.
Nice.
15, does that hit a berserker? It does. He only has hide armor. You get a good hit on him.
Stunning strike.
Plus 4. That's not so great.
Necrotic.
Do I get to use the Divine Fury?
I think you should have added it to the javelin at the beginning, but I mean, I'm fine. Throw it on here. Go for it. Another 5 damage. Awesome. He looks hurt now. Yeah, you've managed to put him into the bloody state. He gets hit and he runs by. He's gonna dash to get up into melee with Oris, but he won't get to swing this turn. But he's staring at you, angry, ready to attack. I don't really get how this works, because like, what if he finds an enemy that's on the other side of the battlefield? Does he just keep doing that?
Yes, he does.
If you read the spell, it's supposed to be that he decides on an attack, and then whenever he has to pick somebody within range or whatever, the attack and
Chooses another. Whenever the affected creature chooses another creature as a target, it must choose the target at random.
within range of the attack.
Oh,
So he'll stay on Oris now.
Okay, so I misplayed that. He should have. Since Fjorn was like, say, by himself, he would have walked up and then chose from everybody within 5 feet of him, which would have just been Fjorn. But that's less cool. I'm gonna say he still did this.
But he also has those 2 people who are like the two. Doesn't he have those 2 guys who are right next to him?
But my understanding of the wording is he gets to do his movement normally. It's when he goes to make an attack. If there's anyone else in range, he has to choose randomly from people in range.
Yeah.
It doesn't dictate his whole turn, which is what I just did. But I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna roll with it anyways. Say he's picked Oris, and now he's probably just gonna stick on Oris and force him to maybe back out of his range, or maybe do something. I don't know. Oris has so many options at his disposal. We will see what he chooses to do now that he has a berserker in his face. Rim, it is your turn, my friend.
I guess he's gonna kill this stupid berserker.
All right, sounds good.
So he's gonna pull a couple of short swords out,
Oh, he's going in.
make a couple attacks.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you can go ahead and grab that sweet flanking.
Oh, fantastic! I'll roll 4 times.
Connect. And the second one. Yeah, those are both good. You can go ahead and roll some sweet damage.
I mean to roll 4 times.
5 times.
Okay, so he hits 5 times. Whatever. God, I can't roll with advantage. And
Hold shift and then click the B button.
hold shift down. Does that work for? Okay, I'll try it next time.
It should change the icon to a plus instead of the regular B thing.
Oh, because if you right click on it, it says disadvantage, man, but that doesn't even matter. It only does it inside.
Oh,
Anyways.
I see.
Okay, he does that. This is
2 sweet sword attacks. By the way, what
that
what
should
did
do
you
the same
choose
thing.
to level him up? Did you give him a fighter?
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Got that fighting style. Is it a dual wielding, right? So now he gets full damage?
Yes, yeah. That's a short bow. What the hell? Well, it's the same amount of damage, so
Sure, I'll take it. Five plus another 9. 14 points. That's a good amount of damage. Yeah,
plus
he is looking hurt as you gut him in the back. Ugh! He turns around. He's got that sweet magical axe that you guys don't really know much about yet.
3 damage.
Oh,
for
sneak attack. Oh, right, because you do have.
So 17 damage altogether.
Yeah, that's great.
He slash 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 or slash slash.
One really good slash and one okay slash. He's breathing heavily. Things aren't looking good for that guy.
He's like a little bit shocked that he's doing so well, and he looks over at Fjorn, like hoping for some respect.
The spellcaster in the back seems to be waiting for something. He doesn't seem to be casting anything, doing anything. But you do notice he's holding up some kind of ring and almost like speaking to his own hand for a second, and you're not quite sure what he's doing. You guys, getting a look at him, know he's definitely not the fellow you fought at the Crackle Forge. He's not covering his face.
Oh.
He's clearly some kind of Gloom Ilk guy. It's not Corbin. It's some new enemy of sorts. You don't know who he is.
Whimsy in disguise.
Sorry?
Whimsy in disguise.
Whimsy in disguise. Could be. I'm actually thinking back. I can't remember if I've mentioned this person before. There's a possibility that you actually do know a little bit about this person, but you're not sure. Anyways, we'll move forward back to the top of the order with Oris. Top of the Oris.
Top of the Oris.
Unless you guys want to take... Actually, you know what? It is halfway. Do you want to take the quick 5-er?
Sure.
We'll just take that quick 5-minute break, and then we can get to killing the rest of these bastards. I will be right back, anyone watching. We'll be right back to it in about 5 minutes. This is a good chance for you guys to go grab a drink, or go to the washroom, or watch another stream and close this one. No, don't do that! I'll be right back. I just need 3 hours is a lot to D&D.
Well, this is going well. Too.
Yeah. Wish I had freaking counterspell, but I guess we'll find out what this guy can do. Oh, you know, I need to grab some water. I'll be back in a second, too.
I'm gonna eat my sandwich in a moment. But yeah, this is. I think I have the right spell. That was good.
And we return to Dungeons and Dorcases.
That's so mean. Don't call me a dork. It's true.
Stop telling me the truth. I don't wish to know. Oh, an extra tie for 5 minutes. I'm going to go with the green one. I never wear this one because it's itchy, but I'm going to put it on today.
Itchy tie.
Extra tie. Saving up the points for that sweet extra tie for 5 minutes. Woo, green tie. Itchy tie, yeah. It gives the DM like a disadvantage on most things in the fight, so it gives you guys an edge. Ooh, yeah, that doesn't feel good at all. Someone put fleas in my tie.
Ugh.
Is everybody back?
Yep.
Oris, what would you like to do? You are currently in melee, but flanking an almost dead berserker dude.
I think he's back.
Is Oris the only one who's not back?
Looks like it.
Do we want to come back to him? We could.
I mean, it's
fine,
supposed
we
to
can
be
wait.
like a minute or two.
Sorry?
I mean, if he takes like another 5 minutes, it's only been like a couple minutes, I think. So.
Sure. Let's just talk about how time travels.
Yeah,
now.
give me 1 second. Jeez.
Jeez. No. There are no seconds. You take the dodge action. We're not even getting to the siege. We're in the middle of some other fight. Several seconds later. Ba-ba-ba.
Okay.
All right. Oris has so many more abilities this time.
Yeah, I can heal.
Yeah. It's actually one of the cooler, like the fact that they're just like, yeah, all monks get a natural healing ability. The cool thing is that like if you ever take a short rest and you have key points left over, you just basically get to do free healing before you rest. Like, it's awesome. I think it's really a cool. It makes me want to play a monk for sure.
It makes me think, yeah, it's not OP or anything.
Well, it's like you have an extra hit die. I mean, it's not completely busted. But at later levels, you could have like 8 key points. Someone's like, I want to take a short rest, and you're like, okay, I'll just heal like 30 hit points. No big deal.
Okay, yeah. Wait, you're back, right, Sean?
Yep.
It's your turn.
Did the dude roll to break off his stupor?
Did you attack him?
Oh, but he was
No,
supposed to
Rim
because
did.
he got hit twice by Rim. Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I should have been doing that. Why was I waiting for Oris? The DM had something to do. So that's twice he got hit. 2 chances at shaking off the intelligence. DC 13.
14.
14.
14, sorry. It's the lightning that was 13. He rolls a 16. His intelligence is -1. 15. One of them was definitely a fail, but the other was a success as he starts to... well, Oris was an enemy anyways, so we'll just keep going.
Wait, what kind of bard are you? Which one?
Oris, what would you like to do?
I think they were talking here.
Wait. Okay, I don't know. I think he might have responded, but I didn't hear anything he said.
Yeah, me either.
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Lampert, kind of. What kind of bard are you?
Whisper.
Oh, okay.
Whisper Bard.
I was just thinking you could use cut words. But...
And in MF2, we have Whisper, the ranger.
I was thinking about going lore, but
I
I
mean,
wanted
Lord...
to see what
Then
Whisper
we'd have a
would do.
character named Lore. That's no good.
I
Oh
was
my
thinking
God.
about being I don't know. I was thinking about being a lore bard, but I wanted to see what a Whisper bard could do.
Lord bard, yeah, they're pretty solid. Like they're not like a bad choice, but it's fun to mess around. I mean, Whisper is like a cool, like flavor wise and stuff. Anyways,
Yeah.
Horace now.
All right. Oris is going to, I guess he'll see this giant lumbering oaf charging him, and he'll just like, get a quick finger jab in, I guess an unarmed strike as he's
Sure.
right in front of him.
You perform the 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Exactly.
A 21, yeah, you're good. Give him that sweet unarmed heart punching. Is it really only 6 damage?
They're not very strong, but 1d6 plus 4, and I keep rolling garbage on my damage. So
He's still standing. You want to give him the second one?
yeah, flurry of blows. He's just gonna.
Well, you have 2 attacks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll do another unarmed strike with my second attack action.
Okay.
And use stunning strike.
Ooh, I don't think I
13
need
doesn't,
to.
but you can use key points.
Yeah, I'm gonna use key points.
Oh,
for-
sorry. A 13 does hit.
A 13 does hit.
Nice.
Actually, were you supposed to know that before deciding to use key points? Actually, I think you do get to know, right?
Let me see. Where is it? Focused aim. If you miss with an attack roll. Then
Yeah.
yes.
So I tell you before, and then you decide if you're going to do it. A 13 does hit. He has terrible armor class. Go for it. 7 points. Yeah, that's going to be enough to take him down. I guess I will ask, because this has come up before, did you want it to be non-lethal?
He's human, right?
He is yeah, you suspect. I'm gonna say he's
not
half
undead.
orc, because we haven't had a half orc.
Sure. Sorry. Okay. That's fine. He's still like
He's humanoid, yeah.
sentient or whatever.
Yeah,
he's a
he's a
thinking
person.
creature.
Orc and evil character.
It's a crippling blow, so he's just, I guess, like TKO'd.
So yeah, okay, so you're gonna knock him. You're just gonna knock him out. You're not gonna kill him. So
Yeah.
he's gonna drop down to his. He's like slowly. He's on the ground, but he's stable, unconscious. Yeah, you got him, definitely.
Okay.
What do you want to do with your bonus?
I'm going to. Can I? How far am I from the archers or the mage? Either
You're
one.
pretty far away from the spellcaster. He's keeping himself out of combat.
And the archers are up high.
No, they're about 100 and something feet away.
Okay, then I'll move. I guess as close towards them as I can, which is only 40 feet. And I'll use. What is my dodgy?
Your step of the
patient
wind.
patient
defense. Oh, okay. So you're gonna kind of try to take some aggro here with this patient defense. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
The way
'Cause I'm
you
still-
have
I'm
to
still
do it
looking at
though,
those.
because the cultists are kind of flanking from the left and the right. If you don't want to like immediately walk into a group of cultists, you're gonna have to meet with Fjorn kind of in the middle of the battlefield.
Okay.
So you
Sure.
and Fjorn are kind of like attack me, and then the cultists are kind of between you guys and the rest of the party, and then the archers are even further away, and the spellcaster yet again further away, and Rim is standing over an unconscious berserker of sorts with a cool axe of some sort. The two
Fjorn is
archers.
But yeah, but basically Oris just like this big dude runs at him. Oris just takes him down with 2 punches and then runs up beside Fjorn and looks at the archers again. He just shakes his head at them.
Yeah, the archers look like you do your like matrix like, hey, bring it, as you take your patient defense, and yeah, they weren't gonna shoot at you if you had a dude on you, but you don't, so they're both gonna take their shots at you. They're like Oris for sure, but they all have disadvantage, so you know, it is what it is. So the first shot with disadvantage is a 12 to hit.
Nope.
16 to hit.
Nope.
A 10 to hit.
Nope. I'm at 19 AC right now. So.
Oh, you get the +2 because you
Yeah.
use.
Agile parry. Yeah, because I unarmed strike, so that's why I'm at 19 right now, with the dodge as well. So.
Yeah, the last one is a 17, so no, yeah. All the shots you just managed to go. You kind of almost wanted to get hit by one because then you could have grabbed the arrow. But yeah, you're proving that these archers just are no match for you. They might have to change their tactics. Next up are the cultists. I'm going to have one group of 3 meet double back on the middle where you and Fjorn are. And I'm going to have one group head in towards the spellcasters / Rim. I'm going to have them split up, one on each of you. And then the other side, we're going to put all 3 on the barbarian Fjorn. So I will do one scimitar attack on. We'll do one on Blanford first. Although they are, I guess, theoretically going up and trying to stab you on top of an owlbear with no care that you're riding an owlbear. Oh, we'll worry about that on your turn. Maybe there's something more you can do.
Question.
Yes.
The owlbear. If the guy comes into the range of the owlbear,
Mm-hmm.
what can that owlbear do to him?
Yeah,
If I have-
like I said, that'll come up on your turn. If the owlbears have
Okay.
anything that they can do, we'll worry about it on your turn. You don't get like an attack of opportunity just because it walks up to you.
Okay.
Although owlbear is naturally.
There might be like, if you want the owlbear to attack him instead of you taking your regular turn, you might have to roll some kind of animal handling, and we'll see what happens. But we'll worry about that in a sec. We'll do the Scimitar against Blanford. Rolls a 22. You're going to take 3 points of slashing. We'll roll on Rim. That's an 11. Not going to do anything. Against May. That's a 22.
Who'll be trying to hit me?
One of the cultists.
You bitch.
They split up. There was 3 of them, right? They split up, one on each of you. Well, the other 3 piled in on Fjorn.
They got a 22 to
22 to hit, yes. It's 1 off from a critical. I think it's outside your shield.
Yeah.
But don't worry too much. They don't tend to do much damage. 4 points. Which I'm sure your armor... Do you have your arcane ward up?
Yeah.
Yeah, the assumption is that you cast like alarm or something at the beginning of the day, right? So, the 3 on Fjorn, no advantage or anything because you haven't reckless. Or did you reckless?
Nope.
No, I don't think you did. So a bunch of stabs on you. We've got ooh, those are both bad. A 9 and an 8, and 12 or 13. Still. None of those are going to hit you as the cultists pile in and look at you. They have this weird look on their face as they come at you and miss. They don't seem upset that they've missed. They have this look in their eyes almost like they've accepted death. And they're coming at you knowing that you will probably take their lives. It's reminiscent of the guys that were like willing to be blood sacrifices. They almost like don't care. They're so indoctrinated. They're just like, yes, I will die now for my people. But you just get that from a look. They don't actually say that. They're just like
they don't say,
deadpan.
"Oh yes, I will die for my people."
Yeah, they're not afraid of you, even though you are probably going to kick their ass pretty bad. Who is next on our list? Fjorn it's you. Yeah. What would you like to do with 3 cultists on you?
I'll take a swing at one of them.
Yeah, go for it. An 11? Ooh, an 11 they managed to block an 11. They don't have great armor, but they have a little dexterity, a little bit of armor, and he's managed to sidestep. He's almost like disappointed that you didn't kill him. A 23 is going to do it. 10 points. Yeah, plus you get to add that Divine Fury. 17. That's 1 short from an outright splatter. So you will just kill him, and I'm assuming you want a lethal because I have yet to see you non-lethal or anybody. So yeah, you chop this guy right in the chest. And he like smiles as his body drains from his face, and you pull the axe out of his chest, and he crumples to the ground, dead. Is that your turn?
That's it.
That's it? Oh, okay. May, it is your turn. You have a cultist staring you down.
Okay. I kind of want to go after the spellcaster. But
I have a question.
Yes.
How far is the spellcaster from me?
160 feet.
Okay.
He's like the archers are like 100 and something, and then he's even further back than that. He is like barely
Out
in
of
the
my
fight.
heart.
Like he is arguably not even in the fight.
He's fully out of my range.
I'm gonna just do shock and grasp, I guess, on this guy.
Okay, go for it.
Does he have metal armor, maybe?
He's not wearing metal armor. He is wearing crappy leather armor and like robes. They're pretty weak. They're pretty unarmed. If you were doing it on the Berserker, I might give it to you. But on these guys, no. They suck. 17 is going to definitely connect, though. 8 points of lightning damage is almost enough. Yeah, that cultist takes a shot. And you can see the smoke rising off his body, but he's not dead.
Okay.
I just heard my own noises through my phone, and it was embarrassing.
You should be.
We appreciate it.
Really should be.
You got a nat 1 on the damage. That's. Oh, on the first die.
All
That's
right.
why.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you
Give it
almost
that.
got him.
He's probably got 1 HP left too. So.
What's next? He still doesn't get his reaction, though, right? So you can move away.
Sure. I'll move forward so I can go after I can get closer to the, what's his name?
Okay, so you're going to ride your owlbear?
Oh, yeah, well,
Closer.
yeah, that'll.
I forget how
I
much
moved-
the owlbear's movement is. I want to say
40.
like 40? Yeah, you definitely... you're not dashing or anything, though. I mean, I guess you could try to get the owlbear to dash? Is that something you want to consider?
I'll just move 40 feet.
40 feet, okay. Again, the Shadowfell is affecting these things. We don't know, like, the bond's not complete yet. It's really, I don't really know what'll happen if you guys try to use these owlbears today or during this fight. So yeah, you move up 40 feet. You're somewhere where, like, Oris, Fjorn, kind of like in between the two combats as you move closer to the rest of what's going on. Blanford, it is your turn.
Excellent. All right. Step 1. Bonus. I'm going to move the person who's just attacked me by casting. What is that called?
You're casting a spell on the guy in front of you?
Or whoever, whatever,
Yep.
wherever he is.
Yeah, he's in melee.
I'm going to cast
A melee, a melee.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. Dissonant 14.
Isn't that the one where you have to connect? Oh no, that's Psychic Blades. I'm sorry. Dissonant Whispers, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what does he need?
Dissonant 14.
And does he take half anyways?
Yep.
Alright, just roll the damage then. And oh, 8 damage? Really?
Garbage. Can I re-roll those?
I mean, no. That's not how it works.
Sorry, those are terrible. That was terrible.
He makes it too. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he rolls really good for his.
Okay.
That actually is pretty sucky because I know that's a spell slot you just expended there.
Can I re-roll that one?
Can I just re-roll my?
That was garbage.
It's spell slot anyways. Oh, it's you Dissonant Whisper. I thought you did.
That's just like your bard thing, right?
Yeah. All right. Then I'm going to attack him again with Ray of Frost.
Dissonant Whispers is a bonus.
No.
That was an action. Oh,
Ray of-
oh,
an
that's
action.
only the bonus action. Healing Word.
Healing
You
word.
can't-
Okay. Who are you healing?
No.
Yourself?
Dissonant Whispers is a spell. You can't cast another spell.
Dissonant Whispers is a garbage.
Is it a spell?
Garbage.
I know it's like a bard thing you can do, but I don't know if it like
A spell.
it does
First-
lets you cast a
first-
spell once. Okay, so then yeah, no, you can't cast.
Oh, garbage! I did this in the wrong. Did this wrong.
Inspiration, maybe. 'Cause
Okay.
that's what-
I'm gonna
gonna
give my. I'm gonna give my an inspiration
Okay.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Sick.
because I feel like you need it because of I
Because
kill that wizard.
killed it. You guys are like passing the football. You're like, all right, here's the play. We're all gonna go. We're gonna do the thing. All right, Rim. It is Rim's turn. He also has a cultist on him.
May is breathing pretty heavily, honestly. Rim isn't though. He's in top shape.
He's finally getting a chance to prove himself to the team.
Yeah, he's doing fine. So he's gonna attack this guy. Is he flanking anybody or anything, possibly?
No, it was all one-on-ones. Like he can't move. Like he's in melee with a guy right now. There's a guy on him already.
Okay, well, it's better when he can be up next to somebody, so he'll bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And go over to whoever's next to.
Yeah, he can help Blanford, or he can finish off the one May it hurt.
Oh yeah, actually that might because that guy's probably almost out.
Yeah.
But never mind. He's not going to bonus action disengage.
Actually, the guy who took 4 points of damage is not bloodied. He took the dissonant windsource and he still looks good.
Rim's not going to actually. He's just gonna try it. He's gonna take the opportunity attack.
Oh, he's gonna let the guy scimitar him, and then we're gonna. Okay, that's fine.
Because he wants to make the 2 attacks. He wants to make 1 attack on.
And then offhand. Yeah, he rolls poorly. You get away, no problem. Ah!
He's gonna make 1 attack on this guy that may hit.
Oh, you're gonna try to like split it up and hit one on each?
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, maybe he can take both of them out. If he can actually hit both.
Okay, well, how does it work with? I guess you wouldn't have sneak attack on the May one anyways. So
No.
Okay, which one are you hitting first? The May one?
Yes.
All right, go for it. Yeah, 21 is good.
Yeah,
Some
he only has
damage.
1, right? So.
Yeah, he's dead, but you can roll damage to be cool. Technically, you could. I'm not going to mention it after this point, but you could non-lethal if you wanted.
I think Rim thinks we're killing. Rim doesn't.
He just wants to kill these sons of bitches.
No, he's
yeah.
not. He's not like bloodthirsty.
Get
He's
too
just
much time with the floor.
we're in.
Yeah.
What?
Fjorn would have taught him to do the kill. He would tell him.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he thinks. Oh, these guys, we should talk to them. Nobody's been like, hey guys, kill them. So he's like, okay, we're. So he cuts this guy down, and then he's gonna run over, and this guy he'll get advantage on.
Yep. Advantage and sneak attack.
Come on.
A 19, yeah, that's good.
Thank God, because he got a 10. The other
Yeah,
one
the
that
10 wouldn't have worked. It would have been just under.
Perfect. Okay, so I feel like this should go, but he's gonna roll that, and then he gets another
And
D6.
sneak attack.
I'm gonna assume that already kills him, but
Yeah, you get him. Yeah, he does this thing. He's like dives out of combat, and he does like a cool move and kills the one guy like in the neck, like gets him through the neck, and then the other guy comes around and actually I guess the first guy gets him in the back, second guy gets him in the neck because like it's a sneak attack, so you get him like in a weak point.
yeah, he just runs past one guy and just like slashes, chops him down. He just jumps. He like slashes, goes down for the first guy, so he like dodges and then jumps up and just stabs this guy in the neck.
Boom. 2 more dead cultists. There are only 3 now. 1 by you guys and 2 on Fjorn.
And then all breathy, he looks at Blanford and he's like, "Are you okay?"
No.
I wanted to cast Healing Word. So at the end of the round, the spellcaster's gonna do something. He notices what's happened to the battlefield here, and he kind of shakes his head a little, and he holds up the hand with the ring on it, and he says something, but you can't hear him at that distance. And you see a shot come out of, like a beam of energy, come out of the ring, and it soars past you guys, zoom, 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 slams into the berserker, into his chest, and you see him go, his body like arches up, and he does a big gasp, dies, kills his own guy, and then a moment later,
Isn't the berserker dead already?
no, he was knocked unconscious.
Non-lethal.
Oris didn't finish him.
Oh, okay.
This kills him though, as it shocks his body, and he dies. And then mutters another word, and then out from the ring, you see it glow for a second, and the berserker crawls back to his feet, and the 3 cultists that were dead rise back into combat. Not bothering to pick up their scimitars, as their stat block has somewhat changed.
What about the axe that the
The
had?
berserker does pick up the axe
Damn, I was gonna go back
and
get
decides to use it. He is a stronger version of what these are.
We're gonna
it.
grab it.
Berserker.
Berserker Beholder Zombie.
Now he's just berserk.
He's a beholder zombie now, and you guys are fucked. No, he's not. Oris, top of the order. You still have the 2 archers are still up. Technically, the same number of enemies as you started the fight in, because every person that was killed is now back up, and you know nothing about how... You can't tell if they're hurt or what. Yeah, so your buddy Fjorn is right beside you, and he has 2 cultists and some undead cultists on him right now.
How far is the mage still? Because I moved the 40 feet last turn.
Yeah,
He was 150.
he was 150 from May, but you moved up, so he's like 100-ish feet-ish from you. Like, you could probably get into combat with the arch. The archers are like 60, 70, and then he's like 100 and something.
Okay, I'll just move my 40 up again, and I'll do 2 arrows, 1 on each of the archers.
Okay. Neither one is bloodied, but one of them is definitely taking more damage because it got hit with... I forget what it was, actually. Sorry, I have to ask before you start shooting, are you using your Kensei shot? You have to do it before you fire.
No.
Okay, you're not going to use it. Okay, but you did miss. Would you like to use some points? How does it work exactly? I guess you don't know their armor
Focused
class.
aim. When you miss with an attack roll, you can spend 1 to 3 key points to increase your attack roll by 2 for each of these key points you spend, potentially turning the miss into a hit.
That's so vague. Like, are you supposed to guess what the AC is? Because what if you say... What if you?
so.
Like, let's say it's more than 2 off, and you say only 1. Do you just burn the key point? Like, that seems kind of weird.
I guess so.
Which ability is this?
Focused aim.
What-
It's
I mean, what-
Tash's one.
Oh.
Yeah, you can burn your key points.
To
really
increase the
badly.
accuracy, but you don't know... You guys haven't really... You've either, like, gotten 20s on these archers, or, like, 10s, so you actually have no gauge of how much AC they have. That seems weird that I would just be like, you have to guess! So maybe
Yeah,
I'll kind of tell you. A 12 misses. You've noticed that they have quite high dexterity as archers, and they are wearing some studded leather armor, some like heavier, a little bit heavier than the cultists. So
15.
maybe you can guess what their armor class is, and kind of if you want to use it.
16, but
Minimum 14, probably 16 or over.
with studded leather, it's going to be 12 plus dex. So I mean, if they have good dex, I'm going to say at least 15, and then maybe a 16 if they're
Yeah,
I don't-
I'll.
archers are.
This kind of feels metagamey-ish. I have no idea.
I don't know how else to handle it. They've designed it in this way. I mean,
Just don't.
it's completely metagamey. It's like, you can pick how accurate you want to be. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's super metagamey. I don't know how you do it role-playing wise that they've made the ability like that. So
I wouldn't do it yet. Just wait. I don't think we're doing that bad. So I think
Yeah, I'll just take my next shot at the same one, just since I missed.
okay, an 18 will hit. I just thought maybe you wanted to burn a key point so that you could get the third shot.
Yeah, that's fine. This gives me a better range, but not that much. Can I get a key point back to make it a 60?
Can I be less accurate? Yeah, no. That'd be super metagamey because you would just you would just like focus in every time. What's the AC on that monster? 12 points. Yeah, that's a good hit. Yeah, bloodied now. That was the elven male taking that extra hit. What would you like to do for your bonus?
I'll take patient defense again, which doesn't give me the bow shot.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're kind of like doing that thing like, come on, bring it. I got so much AC and advantage.
I think you should just keep letting them hit you, and you can steal their arrows. But I think
Yeah,
it's fun.
there's the mage is in front of me too, so I mean the magic I probably can't dodge anyways, but Oris is just
We're
he's
trying to
doing
get
his
that
thing.
page.
Okay, so the archers, I guess, should they go for Oris? I guess so. They don't like it, but they're gonna do it with disadvantage. First shot. They gotta get a 19, right? So I'll just tell you
No,
unless it's.
I didn't unarm this turn, so I'm 17.
Oh, right. You have to do like a melee for. Yeah. Okay. So they only need a 17. That's still only a 15. That's a 17. Oh, sorry. I may have looked at the wrong die. You know what? I'll just re-roll it. So the first one missed. The second one definitely misses. That's a nat 1. The third one is only an 11, and the fourth shot. Wow, yeah, they all missed. I think I looked at the higher die by accident on that one, so I couldn't remember I didn't look at the other die enough. So either way, 4 shots, all missing you. No chance to even catch the arrows as they completely blow their load for 2 rounds in a row. We are at the cultist's turn. We're gonna have let's see if there's one with Rim and Blanford. It's gonna go after Rim, I think, because Rim is the one dishing out the death, and for some reason they want to be dead. So Rim.
Does he have to leave my range?
No, this is the one that Rim left. You have a zombie on you, not a cultist.
Okay.
So the cultist is going to actually... The way it actually works out is Rim got in flanking on a cultist, which is now a zombie. The other cultist is going to come up behind Rim and actually have and flank on him. Because there's also a zombie keeping his attention in front. So we're going to have advantage on this one. A 19 to hit.
Yep.
Rim's going to take... Sorry, I gotta look at the plus. I think it's a low. Yeah, it's +1. Okay, so 3 points of damage to Rim as this cultist comes up and gives him a little jab. He kind of moves out of the way and just like takes it in the armor mostly. A little bit of a nick on the side, but could have been a stab in the back. It wasn't. And then there's 2 cultists on our barbarian friend. I believe you didn't have to raid, or you didn't reckless, so they're just gonna get regular straight rolls on our barbarian friend. One's definitely a miss. 16.
Hits.
For 6 points of damage, but it's only going to be half to 3. And that's it for the cultists. It is Fjorn's turn.
Okay, so you said there
And
was
that's it for the cultists.
two cultists and the undead thing.
Yeah, you have 2 cultists, and I'll just tell you the cultists are now zombies. So you have 2 cultists and a zombie on you.
Debating. Should
The zombie. Zombies. I think we know that zombies can pop back up, so it might be better just to go after the cultist first.
Yeah, unless that spellcaster's got more zombie powers.
Well, yeah, but we can't really help if it brings them back to life. I mean,
we can't do anything. We can't do anything until the spellcaster's dead. So.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you just leave him and go kill the spellcaster.
You just take all the opportunity attacks and rush the spellcaster.
No, I mean, if you disengage, you can...
That's true.
One of them will
How
go.
far is it, though?
It's pretty far. You can't get him this turn.
He's
I'll
still
just
like
attack.
60 feet from Oris, I think, and Oris just already
Yeah,
moved 40,
and Oris
so.
just moved 40, so you're like 100 and change.
I'll just attack one of the cultists.
All right, go for it. Yeah, 21. You got it. 15. Do you want to throw some more damage on top of that? Yeah, that's enough to insta-splatter this guy. So his body, not only is he dead, his body is mutilated and destroyed in the action. So if your concern was that this might raise back up as a zombie, no. There's just like chunks of organs and stuff on the ground as you do way too much damage. Like the original swing, not necessarily finishing him, but that is that radiant energy or that divine fury, I guess it's necrotic, fills his body and kind of like explodes his limbs and gibbs him into giblets.
So the other one.
Yeah, sounds good. A 16 will hit. That's only 7 points of damage. Not enough to kill a cultist. As you get him in the chest, but like off to the side a bit, and you pull out, and he's like, he can't even breathe. He's like, but he's still clenching his scimitar and staring you down, waiting for death to take him. Is that your turn? May.
Okay. May's gonna just keep powering forward with her owlbear, and she's
Okay.
gonna shoot. She'll just do
Are you
So-
avoiding the archers? Like you
Yeah.
you don't want to get into melee with the archers, right? You're gonna try to go around them or like between them.
But I'm going after the spellcasters.
Yeah. Okay.
And you have inspiration, remember.
Yes, thank you. I did forget about that. I'm just gonna use a firebolt.
Okay. On the spellcaster.
12, I guess. I don't know. Spellcaster, maybe. Yeah, spellcaster.
Give me 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, 12's good.
Sweet.
Oh, wait, actually. My apologies.
Come on.
That still hits. That still hits. You're good.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I have the right stat block. Yeah, okay.
Come on. 1 is not enough. It's a D10.
7 points of flaming fiery damage. He's like confused. He's like, why? Why am I being attacked? Defend me, you morons! Is that your turn?
I assume so. I mean, I'm moving forward, so
Yeah.
I get closer to him and I
Yep.
throw fire.
You threw fire at him. Yeah, you got him. You hit him for some damage. The archers are now paying attention to you and you alone. Oris is no longer a threat as they've been yelled at, scolded.
No longer a threat.
Yeah, I mean, Oris still thinks he's a threat.
Yeah, May is just whenever the guy looks over and it's like, "What? Why are you fire?" She's just gonna be like, "You think you're the only person who can raise the dead?" And that's it.
Blanford, you have a zombie in front of you.
Not for much longer.
Pure adrenaline talking.
I'm going to chug my potion of fire breathing.
Sweet.
Okay. Glug glug. You're ready to go.
Bonus action.
Drain. I mean the potion.
Keep him
I made it-
like. How does it work? Is it a cone?
Is a line.
If it's that's still gonna hit Rim. I guess you could wheel.
No, I
can wheel
target.
around to avoid him.
A target. It is a targeted attack.
You just said it was a line.
What potion is this? I'm sorry.
Potion of fire breath. After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Taking,
So it's not a
40
line. It's just one guy. Okay.
taking 4d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
All right. What's the DC?
13.
13. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, he fails. Zombies be slow. You may roll that full on damage.
You get to do that bonus action multiple times.
3 times, I think, per potion. And he only has 1 potion. What the hell did you just do?
Kill it?
No, it doesn't. That's a bad roll, my friend.
I know! I'm doing terribly.
11 points of fire damage. Let me just double check. I don't think zombies have a weakness to fire. No, they don't. They do not. 11 points of damage. It looks hurt. It looks real hurt.
And at this point, I'm just going to say screw it, and I'm going to book it and try and catch up with Mai.
Okay, so if you're gonna chant attack of opportunity from the zombie.
Yep. Because
It rolls a nat 1. You're good to go.
Good.
Now, when you say book it, are you gonna try to get the owlbear to dash?
I'm going to try.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for an animal handling check,
At disadvantage.
which with an owlbear.
Disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
Okay. With disadvantage, I have DCs for 2, 3. There are 3 outcomes that can happen here. A 10, okay, but with disadvantage. He's like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm afraid. You gonna roll?
Second one was a natural 20.
Was it? Is that how
Yeah.
it works? You just get to say it's a natural 20?
No, it'll go through, but it was a disadvantage.
It was a disadvantage. I mean, I guess I'll buy that because it doesn't matter unless it was under a 10. But
So, unfortunately,
sure, I'll buy that.
and the natural 20 is like rude, absolutely rude.
A 10
this-
is good enough. It's not
Cool.
gonna freak out at your
If you-
issuing your commands, but it's also not gonna do the dash. So you're only gonna get your 40 feet.
All right, that's fine.
You tried though. You tried your best to get this thing to listen to you, and it is bonded to you to some extent, but it didn't quite get you there. Moving forward, it is the zombie berserker's turn, and he looks around the battlefield trying to decide who to fight. Rim has 3 guys on him already. Fjorn has 3. Oris is ahead. I'm not really sure what he's gonna do. I guess he hears the spellcaster yelling, so he's going to want to go in that direction. I guess he's going to go and try to gang up on Fjorn. I'm going to say he has to dash to get there, but he's going to get over to Fjorn, and now you've got 4 guys all around Fjorn at this point.
One, so 3.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, you did kill. Did you kill one?
He blew up. You said he couldn't raise.
Right.
He
Yes. You explodified one of them. You're right. I have to kind of organize who's on who here. Who's on first? Right. So you have a zombie. You have 2 zombies on Fjorn. My apologies. And then the zombie berserker. Then we have. No, sorry.
Cultist,
You have
zombie.
1 cultist, 1 zombie. There we go. We got there. 1 cultist, 1 zombie, and the 1 cultist is almost dead. He's on the verge of death. He's clinging to his blade, trying to fight you still. And now you have the berserker on you as well. The other group of 3, which is a hurt zombie, a regular zombie, and a cultist, are all on Rim. Yes, that's right. Berserker. So he comes up to you, and you see that nice shiny axe, but he doesn't get a chance to swing at you this turn. Moving up next is Rim.
Oh, here you go.
Rim is up. He's got a chance to prove himself because everybody's left him. The owlbears just took off, and now he has a cultist.
I mean, I guess is Fjorn close by? Is that what?
He moved his 40 feet, so it's a little far. He's. I guess you can disengage if you want. Yeah.
Wait, is there somebody next to him?
Yes, a zombie and a cultist are flanking
Oh.
him right now.
Then I guess.
But the
I'll
zombie just got hit with a big gout of flames, so it's not looking so good.
Okay, I guess I'll go after the zombie. 'Cause
Okay, sounds good.
hurt.
Rim getting to actually, do some stuff.
Let's see. Oh, he only went down by 3.
The cultists don't do a lot of damage.
Does,
They just become zombies.
I am become zombie. Okay.
14 on the zombie? Yeah, that hits. 8 points of damage. You sliced into its gooey flesh, now starting to... I guess it's not completely decomposed yet. It still appears to be a person, but it's not, like, breathing properly. And you get them good. You think you got some organs, but it's still standing.
He'll attack it again.
Yeah, go for it. A 10 does hit a zombie. 9 points. That is probably enough. Let me just double check.
And,
Yeah, it's enough. As that zombie dies and crumples to the ground, dead for the 2nd time.
Alright. Slashes and slashes and kills this thing. Killed and re-killed. And then he he turns around and this other freaking-
Numbskull. Yeah.
numbskull.
The spellcaster's turn. He's like, he just got hit with some fire, and he's like, do your damn jobs! And then he starts running as far, like, just away from you guys. He's like, nah, I'm not fighting anymore, and he just books it. He gets, I guess, 60-ish feet away from everybody.
He was only
Oh.
60 feet from me at the start.
So now he's 120.
Wait, the spellcaster?
Yeah.
Oh, this son of a bitch. Okay.
I know.
He's just
running.
running.
I was so close to
really
dashing
fast.
up to him.
Thinking actually rim. So is Fjorn surrounded by?
Fjorn has some guys on him, yeah. And the archers are still there.
Rim go over because he actually has 35 feet, so he just wants to get over, flank one of the guys.
Sorry, Rim's still taking his turn?
No, sorry. I was. Well, I mean, if I can.
Sure. So you're going to run away from the cultist. He's going to get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I would get opportunity.
Okay.
But
And then you're going to... Yeah, that's enough that you can totally start assisting Fjorn. Like, get into melee so that maybe some of them attack Rim instead of... He rolls a 19 to hit, though.
Okay.
And, max damage, 7. Gets you
No.
good. He really punishes you for that decision. I don't know what Rim's hit points are. Is he bloodied?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so
16.
he's still good.
Well, he's not as low con and everything.
he's got some constitution. It's now the turn of the zombies. We have one zombie on Fjorn, and the other, which is just kind of floating, is going to move its way. It's going to actually have to dash and shamble, because technically coming back from the dead has atrophied its legs a little bit, I guess. Normally zombies aren't like immediately fresh like this, but whatever. And get itself into combat with Rim and Fjorn. But it won't get a chance to attack. The other zombie is going to take a swing at our buddy Fjorn. With I think that's going to hit. A 19 to hit. It's going to do 6 points or reduce to only 3 points of bludgeoning as it slams its arms against you. And as it hits against your burly chest, you can see that it's like bruising and damaging his own arms, but he doesn't seem to care because, well, he's not alive anymore. And he has no thoughts.
No one.
Sorry?
It's because no one cares about him, so why
Yeah.
should he?
Yeah, exactly. He sacrificed himself for the greater good or greater evil. I don't know. Oris, it is back at the top of the order with your turn.
Oris is debating chasing down dude. But he's not. He was hoping to, I guess, catch the mage off guard by focusing his attention on the archers as he got closer to the mage, but the mage is already taking off, and he's not gonna chase him down to kill him or anything. So, he wants to let them live, so people live. So he's gonna leave him go. He's gonna go back to the archers.
Okay.
The one that's, I guess, probably more damaged.
One of them's bloodied. Yeah, one of them's
Yeah,
hurting.
he's gonna go after that one.
Okay.
I will not do Kensei's shot.
Okay. An 11 does not hit.
To try the 2 key points to get to 15. I'm gonna say no.
It's a lot of key points. Like, it sounds like a great ability until you're like, 3 key points is a lot of key points.
Yeah, I only have 3 left, so.
Yeah. You got to get those critical hits, and then things will be easy.
Yeah, exactly.
12. Ooh, that's not good enough.
Well, he's gonna put 2 key points into that one.
Okay, and yes, 16 will hit this archer.
Okay. I'll roll damage.
All right, takes 8.
And I guess a key fueled attack. So
Yeah,
my
you can get a
bonus
third
attack.
shot, yeah. It's a cool new thing that we've done. A 16, yeah, you know that hits now. 6 more on top, piling it on. Yeah, he's hurt. He's real... Where are you going? He yells to the spellcaster as he books it away. He knows he's on the edge of death, but without the man to, bring him back. The whole idea is that they die and then get brought back for a second chance, and he's like, no, this is real death. That's end of Oris's turn. The archers. They're kind of confused. I'm gonna say the one you just shot at is gonna shoot back at you, Oris, and then the one that is focusing on May is gonna fire on her. So we're gonna get 1 or 2 shots on Oris. You didn't patient defense this time, right? So they get to just straight up fire on you. 4 and a 1. Yeah, those missed. These archers just not being that exciting. The 2 on May though. Let's see what happens. You might have to cast shield here. Let's just double check. We have a 19 and a 17.
Yeah, those, she cast shield in neither of them.
Yeah, you can go up to 20, right? So, oh, they realize there's magic on that owl bear. What the fuck?
What she actually gets a power up out of that because she gets to add 2 little points back to her
arcane ward. Yeah, that's sweet.
So she's like, thanks for letting me cast shield. Her eyes are red. She's like really red rimmed eyes. Like she's like pure adrenaline right now. She's very tired.
She's not even on coffee anymore. She's like the fumes from the coffee.
Yeah, well, it's just adrenaline. I mean, there's like it's a battle. Like tired necessarily, but she's like very much needs to sleep.
Okay, can I? Is it not my turn
No,
yet?
it's not your turn. Cultists.
Oh,
Cultists
I'm so
turn.
ready to go. I'm so ready to go.
So one of the cultists is already on Fjorn, and the other one is going to run up to get behind Rim. But again, because Rim has that 35 feet, it's forcing them to dash to get into the fight. You guys had that extra movement, and it's just coming into play here. They don't get their swings. But the one will get an attack on Fjorn. Rolls a nat 20 on you, my friend, with that scimitar. The guy that on the verge of death, you brought him to like a heightened awareness, like he's wants to die so badly. That taste of death powering him to hit you for 4 points, which is going to reduce to 2 as he rolls terrible for the damage.
Bjorn laughs.
I don't even like every time I hit Fjorn, I don't even ask him like you're still like nowhere near bloodied, are you? Especially with that ring now giving you like plus 10 hit points or whatever it is, you're probably very very hardy.
That gives me +8.
+8, yeah. You're what a tank. Fjorn, it is your turn.
My first attack will be on that cultist.
Okay. Yeah, 25. Yeah, that's great. Finish him off. I mean, he has no hit points left, so. Do you get to choose with the or is it always Divine Fury has to be the first hit?
It has to be the first one I.
Oh, okay. Well, then you got to use it here. The guy has no hit points left. Yeah, it does get you to the 14, 19, enough to splatter him into pieces. He's a mess on the ground now. There's no coming back for that guy. I guess I didn't have. You only have to do 2 plus his max. So yeah, you easily splattered him. He thought he was so close to death and feeling the whatever, and you know, the weird brainwashing they put into these guys. You still have a zombie and a zombie berserker on you.
I'm gonna attack this.
Let's attack the berserker. All right, go for it. Yeah, that hits. 10 points of damage. Yeah, he takes it. He's ready to fight. He's not down yet. Give him that many hit points. That's it? Alright. Blamford.
Okay, can I get within 120 feet of the spellcaster?
He's
It's
120 from
you,
Oris. Yeah, I think you can get just right on that. If you move
Yes.
up to where May is, you will be 120 away. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to you.
Thank you. Thank you most kindly.
Excellent.
I'm going to use the Crown of Rays to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay. That's 3 beams of fiery fire.
Hit it.
All right.
You can split them up. You don't have to do them all on him, but I mean, obviously you want to do
I
them.
will. I get 3 rays.
All right, go for it.
Ray 1.
We know what 12 hits, so just keep piling it on.
The 24.
And
17.
you clicked it differently. I don't know why we didn't include the damage there, but yeah, 17 hits.
17. Why is it taking so long?
Is this...
All right, while you're igniting the spellcaster, the barbarian's gonna take 2 swing-a-boos? That sounds racist. I did not mean to say swing-a-boos. I'm sorry.
I don't know you or what, but
At Fjorn with his cool magical axe.
wait, do I not?
How much damage?
Oh.
Sorry,
Sorry, I
do-
skipped.
oh,
May. You're right. My apologies. May, you can tell me what you're doing. Technically, you were before Blanford. I skipped you. You can go. It's because your name is only 3 letters. It's hard to see sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Your name should be
You're
Mayaford. I don't know what you're doing.
But 4-letter Oris and 5-letter Fjorn are fine.
3-letter May and Rim are giving me trouble. Yeah, sure. While he's trying to roll his 3rd Scorching Ray, what would you like to do?
the third one was above 12. Was like
No, it wasn't.
15.
There, you gotta get in there. Come on.
The same 3 times in a row. The first one was second.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why they're different. They should have been the same format 3 times in a row, too.
3 times. Wait a few seconds in between. God.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
Oh,
false. There we go. Oh, a critical hit. Okay, so you get to roll the damage for the 2 that didn't do damage automatically. May.
Okay, she's going to keep moving forward. So, I'm
Okay.
assuming since our things aren't trained up all the way, we can't like dash outside. But can I dash with it as my action? I guess.
You can do what Blanford did, which is you can roll animal handling to push it past just regular walking. If you roll poorly, something might happen. If you roll well, you'll get the dash, and if you roll mediocre, it will just do the regular movement.
If I use my action to do it, can I roll without disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to roll with disadvantage. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully, it'll... 19.
Yeah, you can definitely get that dash as you and your bond with the animal increase. But I forgot to ask this. Did you guys want to name them? You can do that after. We can worry about that next week. But
Forgot about
What-
that. I was thinking
Yeah,
that.
let's wait until they're fully tamed before you name them.
Yeah, I want to think of a good one, but yes, I do want to.
okay. So you
gonna
you
have-
just so far call it Owlbear, and you're like, come on, girl, or come on. I forget. One of them's a mom, and one of them's I guess Maze is gonna be male, and Blanford's will be female because you caught like a mom with the babies or whatever. So
Nice.
you'd be like, come on, boy, and he's like, and he's like, ah, and he like growls at you for a second, like rears, and then like goes into a full-on charge, getting that sweet 80 feet. Just like there's like a tree in the way, and it just crashes through it, and like you normally you'd have to like move around, but it doesn't. It just like in like mid gallop, the one arm comes up and smashes the entire tree over. Yeah, you like your heart's racing. You're like, oh damn, this is what we get.
Yeah, sweet. I write it. I forgot. I'm teaching in Celestial, so I'm just like kind of like singing a little song to it while it goes.
Yeah, I guess you would have said something in Celestial, which is pretty badass. Everyone's like, what is she doing? Oh, that thing is going. You're still a little ways away, but if he sees you coming up on it, and he's like, whoa, whoa.
Actually, how far away am I?
He would have been 120, and you just moved 80, so
Okay, it was still 120. Okay, so 80, so it's
40-ish, and he's gonna get another turn before you. We'll see what happens.
Can I use my movement?
You want to get off?
Possibly, if I can use my movement.
You can, yeah. But I forget the rules for dismounting. I could be wrong. I think it's half your movement to get down, and then you only have half your movement because you're exhausted. So I feel like you're gonna end up getting like maybe 10 feet out of this whole exchange.
So I can move 10 feet.
Yes, if you want to leave your owlbear, you can get off and move an additional 10 feet.
All right, I want to do that because I just want not letting him get out of here, unless I guess he use magic or something, which could happen. But okay, I'm gonna my bonus action, I'm gonna use
One of those scorching rays was a critical, so you can roll one more set of 2. Blanford.
another 2d6.
Yeah, he only rolled three pairs of whatever. Sorry, what were you saying? Sorry to cut you off.
I'm gonna whisper to my mount to be like, I'm gonna say, be ready for me or something like that, and then oh nice, 9 damage, and then I'm going to Misty Step and run the last 10 feet and get right up next to this guy.
Oh yeah, because you have the bonus Misty Step. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's 30 feet, 40. Yeah. It just works out exactsies as you He sees the owlbear and he's like, ah! And then you're beside him and he's like, whoa! What is this little girl made of? And he also has just got struck by a bunch of scorching rays. I'm gonna actually, I like to rule, I'm just gonna say for flavor-wise, when you crit with that thing, the ray actually, like you fire 3 rays, right? But then the critical ray splits again, so actually 4 rays. Because the math is the same, right? And it just looks cool if you picture it as it splits into that extra boom, 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 boom.
Swarming around, and they like gets to a halt, and there's like Blandford just like sniping with his freaking.
Yeah, he is. Oof, he is in the. He looks hurt now.
He just and out of the smoke appears Mai.
Actually, since I know I had the fire step out, but May's actually gonna say she's gonna tell him she's gonna say, like she's gonna tell him to surrender basically. Just she steps up and surrender, or we're gonna take you out.
He doesn't respond yet, but we will see. We go to the Berserker now, who gets his 2 attacks on Fjorn. Oh, but he gets to Reckless. I haven't done that yet. So that first attack is a 13. The second attack is 21 to hit. I think we finally got a hit on Fjorn here.
Hit 3 times.
Give me 1 second actually to look up something real quick. I kind of forgot about this. Right. So he just gets a +1 on this.
I forgot to ask, was there anybody else in 30 feet of me?
Yeah, the archers.
Oh, I'm gonna blast them. I'm gonna blast one of them with a shot of fire.
Oh yeah, that's a bonus action.
Oh, your Gout of Flame. Yeah, go ahead. Just roll the damage. I'll worry about their dexterity save afterwards. And I'm gonna say it's on the hurt guy, so he might just be done.
13.
6.
I don't. Whatever it is. Sorry, the Berserker does
15 damage, and he needs a dex save of 13.
12 points of damage to Fjorn, which is going to be reduced to only 6. That's the weird thing about creatures that have resistance to stuff, is it's usually, unless it's magical, but the Barbarian is just like, nah, it's always half. I don't care if that weapon's magical. Wow! You just did 18 points of fire, so it would be half. Let me just check if it makes sense to even try to save against that. It does matter, so let's see. What does the archer need?
A dex save of 13.
Ooh.
He's gonna make it.
It made it with a 20-something. Okay, so, but it still takes 9 points of damage, which is super good. He is on, that archer is on death's door.
Let me check to see if I can do it more than one time. Or
it uses your bonus action. You don't get more than one bonus action.
Hey, just had to check.
Okay.
The wording.
Okay.
That was something I wanted to check.
You just had to
I
check
want to
if
make
he
sure I
could
got everything in.
roll those again.
Rim's turn. Rim has a zombie and a cultist on him, or he could just ignore them and fight the zombie/zombie berserker that's on Fjorn.
Well, yeah, he wants that sweet advantage. So.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, zombie or zombie berserker? You're not gonna get flanking because of the way the like balled up situation is. I'm not giving them flanking either, but you will get your sneak attack.
Okay, yeah, he'll do that then.
Because you just have to be next. You don't have to have flanking to get the sneak attack.
Oh yeah, I know.
Sorry, did you say the berserker or regular
Yeah.
zombie? Berserker. Okay, cool. Well, an 8 doesn't hit. Keep going. Offhand. A 21 is good. 7 points plus sneak attack. Oh,
6.
Nice. He's really putting in some work, that Rim, as he's showing his mettle, giving that guy a good old 1-2. Well, I guess just the 2, because he missed the first one. But miss, cut, gets him like in the leg. I guess he makes just moaning noises. Actually, he has a little bit of sentience. He has a little bit. It's like he came back. He's not a reverend. He's not a
Reverend.
reverend.
A reverend.
Reverend.
A pious.
Yeah, but he is a zombie, but he has like a little bit of, like, it was like, because he was like more strong-willed in life, he kind of gets a little bit of that. Okay, after Rim, it's the spellcaster. And he turns to you and says, what do you want, little girl? What do you want from me? Do you want to talk to him a little bit, or...
Wait, what? The spellcaster?
The spellcaster, yeah. Because you told him to give up or whatever, and he's like, why are you here?
I said stand down before we kill you and everyone that you're with.
He holds the ring up, and he says something. I'm trying to think of what languages you might speak to understand what he's saying to this ring.
Missile or infernal?
Undercommon?
I guess you know it all, don't you?
Oh no, I don't know any of those.
Oh, you don't know them? Okay, yeah. So
I
I'm
only
gonna
speak
say
Common and Elvish.
yeah. He probably says something in like
I know
one of those languages. I'm not really sure which one because I don't want to shoehorn in the glue milk to be tied to one of them just yet. But I'm going to say it's a language that you're not familiar with. And then as he does, you notice his eyes kind of roll back into his head for a second, and his body starts to swell. That's his turn for now. He's standing there, and his body is swelling up. The zombies, it is your turn. I'm gonna say like his arm is like twice as thick as it normally would be. Like if you can picture the amount of swelling.
Is this the
getting
like
swole.
blood eater thing, by the way?
I'm sorry?
The spellcaster, is he like blood eater?
Question,
He was bloodied from the fire. Yeah, he looked really hurt. Like his body when I say he's swelling, I don't mean like when Fjorn rages and his muscles get bigger. I mean like he looks like he's becoming waterlogged. Like his body is like bloating.
I have a question. Did he make Constitution saving throws for concentration checks on Animate Dead?
You don't know. Why would you know that? You don't. First off, you don't know it's Animate Dead, and second off, you don't know if he had to make concentration checks. Third, you don't know if he passed or failed those concentration checks.
Is it even a concentration spell?
That one is.
Yeah, but like this is of anybody, Blanford wouldn't even know about that spell. May might consider it because she actually knows the spell, but yeah, you don't know what magic created these things.
It could be Dance Macabre.
You're not really sure what's up with this. We're gonna move to the zombies. So there's one on Rim and one on Fjorn. We'll do the one on Fjorn first.
Plus, animated cat
Miss.
is long. It's not an act.
Rim, we got I think a 15. No, sorry, a 12. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. These zombies are crappy and weak, and they just kind of swing at you and do a whole lot of nothing. We're back at the top of the order with Oris.
All right, Oris kind of sees what's going on with the caster, and he just kind of waves off the archers as if they're nothing, and he's gonna bow at this swelling caster.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the caster. I mean, you can kill it if you want. I think that I'm be okay.
He's gonna try to interrupt whatever this spell is.
Okay.
Sounds good. 13 hits.
Nice.
10 damage. Did you Kensai? No?
No.
Okay. Takes the arrow into his fleshy flesh bits. 24 definitely connects.
Can I
12 more points.
add a key
You
point
can,
to
you can.
the 24 anyways?
Yep.
Okay, we'll
Oh, sorry. What's the wording on that? Do you have to miss? I'm going to rule it you can. I'm pretty sure the wording
it
says
does
you
say when
have
you
to
miss.
miss. But
Yeah, it does.
I don't see how else. Like, it's so stupid that it's like, I hope I miss so I can spend a key point and do my third. Like, that's a really. I don't like the way that's designed. Because then you only get. You plan your turn around that third shot. And then you're like hoping you miss, but just barely. That's really weird. So I'm going to allow you to. I'm going to homebrew rule it that you can overspend if you want. Because it's kind of a weird way. I don't like a player being like, oh, it sucks I hit. Like, no, you want to enjoy that you're hitting. So I'm going to allow you.
Okay. Then I get a third shot. I
Yeah.
guess.
Definitely. An 11?
No.
No.
Nice.
You need that sweet 12, my friend. Yeah, now there's arrows sticking out, and then like the body is like swelling like around the arrow, like kind of ignoring it.
This is I don't want to hear a description of him anymore.
The archers. The one that's
I've seen Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
they're gonna pick on, like, you're way far, like May's way out there. They're actually just gonna both decide to pick on Oris here. I don't know how much damage he has on him, if any.
Horus waved him off, so it would make sense that they would target him because he's basically considered
Yeah,
for nothing.
you've kind of insulted them.
Disrespect.
So 4 arrows coming at Oris. First 2, a natural 20 and a big miss, and then 2 more. Those are bad. A 12 and an 11. Well, we got 1 critical hit. Finally, someone finds purchase on Oris.
Does it do 18 damage? Because if not, then no.
Jesus Christ! It probably doesn't. I forgot about that. No, it doesn't. It does not.
All right then. Thanks for the arrow. With a critical arrow.
Wow. I was like, oh, they finally got to do something. Nope.
Disrespectful.
Oh,
He's
man.
like looking at the caster, and he just sidesteps 3 arrows and just like casually reaches out and catches the 4th one. Just like doesn't even care.
Oh, man. Sometimes you just get the roll. Someone prayed to the dice gods. Oh, that's all I'm going to say. Cultists. There's 1 cultist alive still, and it is on Rim. And it's going to make an attack on Rim.
Bring it.
20 to hit.
That totally hits.
2 damage. Rolls low on the damage.
2 damage.
Cultist, not doing a whole lot. Fjorn, it is your turn. You have a zombie berserker and a zombie on you.
I'm gonna go for the berserker.
All right, go for it. You have advantage on him right now because he has a similar reckless attack ability that he used, so you get advantage with your attacks.
See if it's a crit.
Sounds good. Yes!
Nice.
Alright, but that wasn't crit. What? That was just regular. You still got another D12 plus double Divine Fury. So that was only 6. So you're at 18, double Divine Fury. 18 plus 7. Again, that's only a 1 at the end because you don't get the plus 2 doubled. So 8 more on top of the 18. 26 points of damage.
Isn't that 31?
Okay, so like the thing is the modifier is on every single one. So it was a 10, a 6, a 7, and a 1, and then 2 for raging.
Mm-hmm.
I think I added up the math. I'm not going to bother going through it again, but you did a good chunk of damage. Yeah, this guy looks like freaking messed up. As you hit him, but he doesn't go down and gives you that chance to throw a second swing on him. Go for it. An 8 misses, but advantage. 11. No, it's not good enough. I'm sorry. If you were a monk, you could just add 2, and then that would probably be good enough. Yeah, you did a good number on him, but he's still. And then you're like, why is he breathing? And then his breathing just like stops. But like he almost did it like out of instinct, like made a breath, but then like he doesn't actually need to breathe anymore. And he just stares at you with like you like managed to like hack off most of his left arm, and he's like one-handing his weapon at this point. Next up is May. I won't forget you this time. There's a bloated dude in front of you.
Yeah, so he's...
Every part of him is bloating, including his genitals.
Okay, I don't need to know that. This is a young elf child. So... I guess... I don't know if this is worth it, but I also just, like, want this guy dead as soon as possible. You know, I've actually got a fair amount of spells. I didn't use a lot of spell slots. Okay, I'm gonna use Shadow Blade.
Okay. You
So
summon the Shadow Blade.
So she summons it as a bonus action, and she's gonna make an attack action. So where is that spell?
To hit though.
Stupid freaking thing.
Did you?
So dumb. It's I hit cast on the spell, and it's like, okay, do the damage. Like that's not no.
That is kind of stupid. It's almost like you have to keep a short sword in your inventory and say it's equipped just so the die roll is available to you.
Okay, so what is it? +7? Or no, +6 to hit.
Okay.
If I can. There's way too many tabs then.
Blanford, do you want to also start prepping your turn? What would you like to do?
My turn goes thusly.
10.
10 to hit. Ooh, no. I'm sorry.
Can I get within 60 feet?
Yeah, you can. May, did you want to do anything else with your turn?
I don't know what else I can do.
Okay. Blanford, you're within
Hey,
60
hey, when you made that, couldn't you have used that bonus action, my bardic inspiration, to add a D?
Technically, yeah, you can use the bardic inspiration to add to that 10.
I'm forgetting that I
Add a
have.
D8. Add a D8.
Let me see if that.
Yeah, roll a d8. Yeah, that's going to hit now. 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
As you cut off, I'm going to say you cut off the hand.
Oh, we're just using the old one? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Actually-
the old 8 damage. Why not?
11. You have to add 3 to that. It didn't add.
Oh, 11? Okay, sure. And yeah, you just you hit him. He's like not even reacting to getting hit anymore. And you go, you do the old Lord of the Rings thing, and you see that he's wearing a ring, right? And you do you cut Saruman's hand off or whatever, and the ring hits the ground. He's still bloating though. He's not dead. What are you doing, Blanford?
Okay.
So he doesn't have the ring on?
The ring just fell to the ground. Yeah.
Sweet. Can I catch it? Or...
We'll worry about that in 30 seconds. We'll see. Blanford.
All right. And within 60 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Ray of Frost.
Go for it.
Frost him.
Okay, that hits.
Frost his cookie.
Is that how? Oh, okay, that hit. Yeah. Oh, that does hit. Yeah.
Frost him.
Frosting him good. Go for it.
He'd be a big popsicle.
Cuck.
That's great.
What is? Did you
6
roll?
damage.
You can literally just click on Ray of Frost, I think, and it'll.
I'm gonna start rolling some berserkers while we wait. The berserker's gonna get 2 with
6
advantage
damage
attacks on
And then
Fjorn.
bonus action, I'm going to healing word myself.
Oh yeah, go for it.
The
How much
healing word
damage?
6 total.
6 damage. Did you roll 2 dice? Okay.
Absolute garbage rolls.
He's got ice on his body, and then it looks like it stopped the swelling for a second, then poof, it just kind of shatters through it.
I'm going to healing word myself at 2nd level.
Nice. Gain some hit points back. 2 attacks on Fjorn. One's a critical hit because he has advantage, and the second one is
I increased by
12 plus a 17. Is a 17 hit Fjorn?
Nope.
Okay, so there's going to be some damage on you here.
No.
It's the first hit. 14, 16, so it's only going to do 8. That was the critical. And the second hit, 3, 4, 7, which is only going to be 3 points of damage. Did I even do 10 there total? I can't even remember the numbers I just said. As he chops at Fjorn. Are you even bloodied yet?
Nope.
Anybody?
I know, I'm always like, ooh, I'm worried I'm hitting him too hard. And I'm like, no, you don't have to worry at all. Fjorn's a freaking monster.
You can see, we're all doing fine except for
Rim, what's up?
Rim.
Yeah, it's Rim's turn.
Oh wow, okay.
He can go after the zombie berserker again if he wants. He looks hurt, real hurt.
Yes, yeah, he has advantage on that guy, or
No.
he gets.
He just gets
gets
sneak attack, yeah.
Okay. Sneak attack.
Rogues don't want to fight by themselves. No.
Good lord.
Yes.
13.
Yes. 13's Xaxes. 6 points.
Plus 11 points of damage.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna do it. That's exactly enough to drop this guy. Yeah, you get him. You get him in the back. Ugh. And he dies for the second time. His axe mightily laying at... Great axe, I should say, at Fjorn's feet.
Sweet.
The spell... that's Rim's turn. Spellcaster's turn. Bloat. Sploof! His body explodes and bones and fragments fly out up to 60 feet, doing some damage to both May and you guys can make a dexterity save, the both of you, but I'm not sure if that's a disadvantage.
How much flesh did this guy have?
I bloated with black magic, my friend.
I know.
Shrapnel.
May and who?
It's DC 13, and it's at disadvantage. Do you have to do disadvantage for that?
No, not for saves.
Not for saves? Okay. I couldn't remember what it says for exhaustion. It's DC 13 though, so you're gonna take full damage from this, Falsar. Oh, that is some big damage. I'm sorry. It's 21 necrotic damage to each of you. And actually, your owlbear is within 60 as well. But actually, both your owlbears are gonna take some damage from this. You don't have to keep track of it. Just note that they are gonna be hurt now as they get hit with this explosive, bloody mess. And laying, if you're still standing, May, because I think you would be, laying at your feet indeed is some kind of magical ring with properties you are unsure about.
Concentration.
Oh, for your sword? Sure.
So that was...
I'm alive. I'm so glad I healed.
Yeah, you're healed. Probably a big deal here.
Yeah, that was 9. I guess how many hit points I'm at right now.
2.
Okay, I'm actually...
So the necrotic damage was like, it was 3d8, and I rolled like massive. It was like 7, 8, 6 or something. It was like huge damage on you guys.
So much better than I've rolled damage all session.
Zombies attacking. One on Rim, one on Fjorn. The one on Fjorn is an 18. It just happened. It's not a spell. Come on. Does an 18 hit Fjorn? And does a 20 hit Rim? I think the answer is yes to both of those. So Fjorn is going to take 4 points, reduced to only 2 bludgeoning, and Rim is going to take max 7 points of bludgeoning as that zombie smacks him.
Zombies hate him. He's taking twice.
Is he bloodied now?
Oh, yeah, he's at 7 out of 26.
Okay, so Rim, you guys might need to get back and help. The archers are technically still kicking as well, although Oris has basically manhandled them. Maybe he just like takes them apart. Although they do look really concerned now that their leader has just erupted. Oris, we're back at the top of the order. Let's see if we can finish this off.
Okay. Bow on archer that's almost dead.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, that connects.
Kensei shot, by the way.
Sounds good. Because you're out of key points?
Correct.
Gotta roll those crits. There's been a couple of crits this game. Some of them from me.
Is it dead with the 9 damage? Probably not.
I didn't see the damage, but 9 would be enough.
Really? Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Came through. Sorry, just a little delayed on my end. Yeah, that's enough. Down. Crumples to the ground. You cannot non-lethal a bow shot.
No, it's whatever.
The other archer?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, gets his key point back.
I don't know if I can do anything with that.
Double Kensei shot.
Yeah, I got 2d8 plus 5.
There's still a cultist left? There's 2 zombies and a cultist on the Fjorn Rim ball over there.
Big crit damage.
But you get double Kensei shot.
Yeah.
Right. That's 2
You roll 2 4s and be like...
Yeah, just double the damage. That's
Wow,
still
they
pretty
did
good.
As much as my other arrows.
I know. D4 rolling higher than D6.
How close are they to me?
Not very far. You could get into melee.
Okay, I'll get into melee and use flurry of blows.
Yeah, go for it. I love it. You got that key point back, ready to go. First punch is gonna miss. Second punch is good. 5 points. Nice. I like the the flexibility of the monk.
Yeah.
It's really good. Archer's turn. He's gonna have trouble because now he has to switch to a short sword, which is not very good. 2 attacks on our Horus, our monk here. Both of those miss. I'm not even a 3 and a 1. Get out of here. You suck, archers. Cultist. The cultist is on Rim still. He's been doing a good job, but let's see how this one goes. A 20 to hit. Uh-oh. Oh, it's 3 points of damage on Rim. The cultist getting a good stab in.
3 points.
3 points.
Okay, he's fine.
Still standing. All right, Fjorn, you're up. You have 2 zombies and a cultist to deal with.
Pick up that axe.
I
Are you sorry? You're gonna pick up the axe?
I don't know. Maybe we should wait first or something.
It might be
It's like a -1.
It's like grafts to your skin. Oh no, I can't do anything but hold this giant axe.
Blows up wizards and parts. Yeah. Well, I blow up spellcasters that run away like cowards, and then the ring blows them up. Anyways, Fjorn, what's up?
with the melee range.
Sorry?
Say all 3 of
Yeah,
them. with
yeah, they
zombie.
are. Zombie
First
cultists.
attack- First attacks on the cult.
Yeah, finish them off. 13? Yeah, that's good. 9? That's good enough, but you get to add that sweet divine fury to it. That's a dead cultist. He's not mush, but I don't think it matters because everybody else is done. There's 1 hurt archer and 2 zombies remaining on you guys. Go ahead.
My reckless attack.
Nice. Yeah, go for it.
Destroy.
18.
Yeah.
18's good. All right. 13 points. 15 points on that zombie. It's still standing, barely, as it moans, takes the damage. May, it's your turn.
Okay, she's gonna grab the ring off the ground,
Yeah, sick. You got a magical ring of some sort.
hop on her owlbear, and start milking it back. If I go back 40 feet, will I be in range at all? I'll be in range of, like, the archers, right? Within like 100 feet or something.
Sure. So the plan is to dash up, half dash up.
No, just move on the owlbear.
You're not on the owlbear.
I mean, go to the owlbear. and
Okay, the
then-
owlbear's 40 feet from you. If you dash, you move 30.
Good Misty Step.
I guess I'll miss. I kind of assumed it was gonna move, but I'll just.
Oh,
miss
that it was going to come with you? That it was going to... I thought
Well,
you
not
said
like-
told it to stay there. I might have misunderstood.
I don't.
That the following turn it would come up to you?
Whatever. I don't care. Misty step, I guess. I'll just write it back and then shoot firebolt.
Sure. I mean, you got to use movement to climb up. I'll just let you do it. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It's the end. Go for it. Cool.
Nope.
Cool. I guess. That's okay. You can spend time looking at this ring, which I'm trying to pull the information up for, and I forget what I called it.
I can look at it after the battle.
Yeah, who's next? Blanford, what would you like to do?
I'm going to begin. Right. Am I within? Check my range. Am I within 30 feet of the last standing archer?
Down? What?
Sure.
Who-
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to use my last charge of Potion of Fire Breath on him.
Yep, go for it. May as well. Let's just... You guys
Wait,
are
did-
within range of whoever you want at this point. Just go for it.
I thought Blanford
Yeah.
was unconscious.
Oh, I have 2 hit points.
He managed it. 13...
Barely.
I'm gonna just take it. I don't feel like rolling. Cool. Yeah, you burn up this guy. He's starting to... He looks hurt. Or she looks hurt, I should say. She's starting to feel the weight of the team piling in.
Now I'm going to use my decanter of endless. That was a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay. Geyser.
Nah. I'm into uh, Ray of Frost him.
What? I thought you were doing decanter of endless water. All right, sure. Ray of Frost. Go for it. Go for it.
Decanter of endless water is actually funnier.
Okay, sure. Just roll the damage or whatever it is. I forget how it works.
3 damage.
Three whole damage. All right. And then she gets pushed and knocked over or whatever, right?
Yeah, prone.
Cool. Rim, you got 2 zombies on you. Go to town.
Okay. Is the one of them next to, or can I?
Yeah. Yep. You're good. They're both next to Fjorn now. You guys have moved around and made it work.
Oh, with flanking or just for?
Sure. Go for it.
Yeah. Me
23 hits. Yeah, that's enough. That zombie goes down, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Because Fjorn already gave him a good old beefy beatdown. And then, yeah, you can roll on the second guy.
Is the other guy hurt?
I'll say you did it in the other order. It's fine. You hurt the guy that's fresh then. Put the...
No, I don't. Okay. I'm not gonna attack. I'm gonna do second wind.
Oh, sure. Heal him
That's
up.
why I don't want to.
That's cool.
I don't want to die.
Oris, do you want to do something to that last archer?
Nice.
Ooh,
nice.
what was that?
Oh, the archer's prone.
Yeah.
Give him that sub. Thanks, Coffee. I appreciate it. Awesome. Oh, but it was shocking gifting the sub. Still, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, man.
It's a early Christmas thing. Anyways,
I love it. Can you also... Oh, you did.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna drop my banhammer on some knob.
Sick.
And I'm gonna drop some limbs on the prone archer. I guess I'm just gonna do 3 unarmed strikes, non-lethal, and they're all with advantage, I guess, because it's prone. The archer. She's prone.
Yeah. And she got knocked down by the water. I think it's prone. I don't really care. Go for it. 19. That hits. 6 points. Just keep rolling it. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Boom, boom, kick, punch, kick, slam. That archer goes down. I'm going to just say that last zombie gets mopped up by Fjorn. I don't see the point in having you guys roll this anymore. You guys easily finish the rest of the fight. I know you guys have used some stuff. You got hurt a little bit. We'll worry about the effects of the Shadowfell on your bodies when we come back, because you guys will have to deal with that. But you're basically good, and you're going to arrive at the... I shouldn't have called the episode what I did, because I didn't know you guys were going to go through the Shadowfell, but we did. You managed to find a magical axe and a magical ring, although the ring that May is holding, as soon as you pick it up and you're handling it, you feel this sense of unease come over your body, like something is watching you.
Pick things up with a handkerchief. My...
I'm not tuning to it.
I will. We'll worry about the ring later because there's more to it. But I want to give this sweet axe. This is an axe I've been waiting to give to Fjorn for like some time now. So I'm just gonna go over it real quick, and then we'll call the session here. Pick up your axes and your javelins and your arrows. Yeah, you guys totally can pick up all that stuff, especially that lightning javelin. You had a bunch of long rests / dawns, so you're definitely good. So this axe, you can find it in the custom stuff. I'm probably going to be ending up giving this to Fjorn. I don't think anybody else has 15 strength. You can look at it before deciding to potentially attune to it. I've named this axe the Havengul. It's spelled Havn Ghoul, Ghoul. I will just read the stuff about it. This axe is adorned with skulls, and the blades are made from metals imbued with blood. it's a +1 weapon, so you get +1 for all your magical awesomeness. In addition, while you are attuned to the weapon, your hit point maximum is increased by 1 for each level. So you're just going to beef you up even further. One thing that should be noted is that it is cursed. The axe is cursed in that once you've attuned to it, you can never put the axe. You're unwilling to part with the axe, which is, I believe, there's another axe called the Berserker axe or something that has a similar curse. You have to keep it within reach at all times if you decide to attune with it. Otherwise, you'll have to professionally have the curse removed so that you can put it down. Also, while attuned to it, every 3 days at dawn, I don't know how we're going to keep track of that, you will get a point of exhaustion. So it's going to... It's going to... Pardon?
How do you spell this?
H-A-V... I'll just write it in the thing.
So every 3 days he has exhaustion?
He gets 1 point of exhaustion. But it's every 3 days, so it doesn't stack up. You'll just be tired 1 out of the 3 days, and then the next day you'll be fine because it'll go away. It has some additional things that it does. This weapon, although you didn't see it in action while it was being wielded, but gives you some basic, almost necromantic-like powers. Every time a humanoid is killed with an attack by this weapon, it raises back as a zombie. And then at any point, or not at any point, you can channel and lose, as an action, you can choose to channel and take away and lose just 5 hit points, not maximum, it's just 5 hit points, to dominate the zombie, and then the zombie is yours to control indefinitely until you somehow lose control of the axe or whatever. So basically, if you decide to use this weapon, it
so good.
kind of makes you like half necromancer, half barbarian, if that's something you're really into. On each of your turns, you can use a bonus action to mentally command the creatures, which is good because you don't use your bonus action normally. And you can decide what to do. Basically, you get to potentially have a... Since the zombies, unlike Raised Dead, right? That's why there's some like negatives to the weapon. Unlike Raised Dead, you have to keep recasting it to maintain those guys. This you don't. You can potentially make a zombie, and then once you've dominated it, it will just stay with you. And you could like command it to like, I don't know, wait outside a town or something. But there's really no upper limit on this thing, which could be busted. I'm not sure, but it still exhausts you every 3rd day. Let me know how you feel about this weapon. It's one I've been meaning to give you for a while, and it's because something that we had talked about many months back. Let me know how badass you think this is. We can tweak it or work with it if there's something about it that absolutely rubs you the wrong way, and we can see what we can do. But I have to balance this thing. It's very strong. It is. I put it at very rare. It's actually a weapon you probably shouldn't be getting until maybe like in your level 9s or 10s, but it's so badass, I was like, we gotta do it. This thing is cool. So yeah, that's something that we are giving Fjorn, and we'll worry about the ring later because it is actually... We'll worry about it because it is actually at artifact level, and we'll learn about it because it is very crazy what this ring does, but it has some insane drawbacks. We'll worry about it when it comes up. It's potentially a quest line. There's a lot to it than just a ring. So that is what happened today, and we didn't even get to the siege, which has a lot of cool stuff that I'm really excited to get into. By the way, if you were... No, I won't say that. That's a DM secret. I'm not going to tell you that.
Wait, I want to ask, did you like surprised by what we did?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I really shouldn't be talking about... I'll talk about this off stream. I won't talk about... I won't spoil it for anyone watching. They don't need to know what's behind the scenes on my decision making here. But I will tell you something cool about why things went down. I didn't expect you guys to go through the Shadowfell, which is totally a legit thing you can do because you do have that weird doll thing, and we'll worry about the... I don't think the curse is really that bad because I meant it for you when you were lower level. I think it just like annoys you for like 8 hours or something like that. Like I think I think there's like a list of things, like it's just an annoying headache, like you're deaf for like an hour or something like that. You just roll on it. Gotta fix that so it's actually +1. I didn't do it. Oh, I put it in the description and I didn't put it in the modifiers. I will fix that. Thank you for pointing that out. I hope the people watching had a great time. I hope everybody had fun with today's episode. We play Sundays and we play Wednesdays, and we also have a Monster Bash thing that we do on Thursdays. Also, just hang out in the Discord, and I run other games sometimes just for my Discord friends. Like I said very at the beginning of the stream, you can just do it. You can just join in and we can share all the D&D content with you. That's another sweet bonus that you can get just by being awesome and getting to know me. Although I have a feeling the vast majority of my viewers are already part of that community. But still, I'm going to say it because why wouldn't I plug my own stuff? All right, I'll let you guys say goodbye. 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday.